Good evening! Woo! Welcome to Ghostlight RPGs presents Monster of the Week, Shadows in Smalltown. What scariness is here? I am very excited to be here. Hello everybody, my name is Justin. I am your keeper for the evening. That's right, keeper. Because we are playing Monster of the Week. Is it backwards for you?
No.
Looks just fine.
It might be backwards. I'm not sure. Anyway, by Michael Sands, Evil Hat Productions. Fantastic game. If you're not familiar with it, you're about to be. It is a lot of fun, and I've played it a few times, and it's just a blast. It's just a blast. All of this to say, welcome. So I am not alone here. I have some honestly pretty new faces, some people you've not seen on our stream before. These are fantastic people. Let's start with the one face you probably have seen before. And everybody, why don't you tell us your name, your pronouns, and then tell us your favorite scary movie. How about that? Let's start with Deanna.
Okay, great. Hi, my name is Deanna, she, her, and I just really don't like scary movies. I enjoy a thriller. Right now we're watching, what are we watching?
Squid Game.
That one. Squid Game.
Squid Game.
I like weird, like, fucked up things. I don't like horror.
Right.
Because I am deeply horrified every day of my life anyway, so I don't need additional things to scare me.
Totally.
There we go.
Totally. She lives in fear all the time, so.
All the time.
Anyway.
I'll pass it.
Yeah, pass
Someone
it on.
else.
Pass it on, please.
Kitty.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kitty Corum. My pronouns are she, her. And, my favorite scary movie is either Psycho or The Babadook. It really depends on my mood.
Good choices. These are great, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
good choices. Pass it on, Kitty.
Taylor.
My name is Taylor. Hi, my pronouns are she, her. My favorite movie, and some people may argue with me on whether or not this is a horror, but my favorite horror movie is Aliens.
That's definitely...
Yeah,
I would say that's horror.
like
It's
sci-fi
horror, but it
horror.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
Jake.
And my name is Jake, he, him, and my favorite scary movie is The Others.
Oh, yeah. That's so good. Okay.
Every time I watch it, new things pop up, and can't get enough of that.
Is that the one with Timothy Oliphant?
No,
I'm thinking of a
Nicole
different one.
Nicole Kidman and Spooky Children.
Never
Yeah, it's
mind.
based
I
on
don't
the
know that
Manson
one.
murders.
I'll have to go watch it. That's cool.
Great.
All right, well, that's everybody. My favorite scary movie. If this is indicative at all about how tonight's gonna go, my favorite scary movie is Cabin in the Woods.
Yes!
I love
said that one.
how
that
self-conscious it is. I think it's fantastic. I don't know that it counts as a scary movie even, but it's a fantastic movie.
Horror comedy, man.
Yes.
Horror comedy.
Oh, yeah.
See? It's horror something. It's genre mixing.
Yeah.
Practical magic. That's a good one, chat. I like that. So, hey, we're here. We're playing this game. A couple things you should know before we get started. First of all, you might have heard some F-bombs being dropped. We're going to drop more of them. This is a PG-13 sort of rated R in language only stream. We are very much going to curse, so be prepared for that. But outside of that, we're not going to get too graphic into anything. I want to say that we do use a lines and veils system, like a digital consent checklist, and we also use these things called color cards, which everybody has, and essentially we just use them to stay respectful of each other's boundaries and make sure everybody is remaining comfortable at the table. Highly recommend you use them at your home games. They change lives, people, for the better. And then, let's see what else. If you tuned in tonight expecting to see Tales from the Public Domain, you don't, but you're watching this instead, so you might as well stick around. We are going to be back with Tales of the Public Domain next Friday, and the following Friday. But a little break tonight just to give the team a break and do this instead. Also, I want you to know that we will be pretty dark on the channel the next week, specifically because we are all very much prepping for our big 24-hour live stream that we are doing next Saturday. So October 16th, basically midnight to midnight, we're going to be streaming. We have about 5 one-shots lined up, I think maybe 6, no 5, plus some mini painting, plus some other stuff. We have a bunch of like reveals that we're doing that day too about the channel, so definitely stop by, check that out, and if you want to support us, please subscribe, because that does help us out a lot. And if you can't subscribe, give us a follow. Make sure you don't miss any of that 24-hour live stream. You don't want to miss that. So, yeah, that is all I had, I think. Kitty's dying already, so the horror movie has started.
That is a good premise of a horror movie.
I think that's probably happened already. Isn't there one where they're all on, they're all like on Zoom? Unfriended.
Yeah.
See, Jake knows things.
No, wait,
I saw
that's
that
real?
movie. Oh, it's real.
Are you good? Real good?
Oh no, it is not. But that's my opinion.
Oh.
You could give it a look. Maybe you'll love it.
Does Game Night count as a horror movie? Because I enjoyed that movie.
Game Night? The one with Jason Bateman?
No,
Where they
that's.
have the game night and
No,
it turns through.
I think that's like thriller comedy.
That doesn't
I don't-
count.
Got it.
It could.
So good, though.
I guess for you, it's horror. I am just stalling while I pull up my document again
That's fine.
here. But let's see. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get started on Monster of the Week, Shadows in Smalltown. In the quaint hamlet of Smalltown, Colorado, citizens live happy and simple lives, never knowing how close to danger they truly are. Monsters lurk in the shadows, biding their time until duskfall. When the darkness descends, the nightmare begins. Ooh, we need it on a t-shirt. Luckily for the good people of Smalltown, there exists an organization, secret and solemn in their oath, meant to protect them and their pure souls. The Duskfall Society is composed of a handful of brave souls chosen to face the darkness. To their peers, they appear as normal, quaint individuals, everyday Americans. But when Smalltown goes to sleep, the Duskfall Society is there. It's October. Modern day, baby. 2021. Let's go. Although maybe like an alternate universe where there wasn't a COVID, because that's a horror on its own. And that, honestly, the Duskfall Society would have just had to like figure out how to stop that demon. But that didn't happen in this world. So, it is modern day though, right? You all, and by you all, I mean we begin in Smalltown. It is 5 a.m. It's the opposite of dusk. It is dawn. I sometimes get those two confused, so just watch out for that. It is dawn, and we appear with in a hospital where we find a young woman getting off of a night shift and walking out of the small town hospital that is in Smalltown. I did it on purpose, and I'm gonna hate myself for it by the end of the stream. But this hospital it's like a staff of like 30 people. It's very small. 30 might be generous, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, Taylor, who do we see coming out of the the little sliding doors here? Can you go ahead and describe your character to us?
Sure. So you see Percy Greatfall. She is a mid-20s woman, looks shockingly like me. She has a coat under her arm and a backpack. She is mid-height, she's pretty much average-looking person. Really nice, normal-looking lady.
Fantastic. You do you have a car? Do you have a bike? Do you walk through town? How do you think you?
She's got a car. It is not a nice one. It's
Okay.
probably it's a car that her grandma gave to her. So like a Volvo from the 90s or something.
Fantastic. Very good. You get in your car at the parking lot and start to head home. It is, again, like sun is rising. This is kind of your usual day. You were, of course, on patrol last night, kind of double dutying between your hospital patrol and your Duskfall patrol. But how do you think Percy is feeling right now?
Percy is almost always exhausted when she gets off a shift. She has a long day of classes ahead of her. She's going to school at like 11 o'clock, so she's got like 4 hours for her to be a person and sleep a little bit before she has to go right back to class. So she is tired and just not prepared for life today.
And with that in your mind, you're home before you know it. It's one of those things where you like zone out while you're driving, and you're like, oh shit, I'm already here. You pull it. It's a small town, so it really wasn't that far. But you pull into your grandma's house, and you open the door, walking in. She's already up. She's sitting in her like easy chair, essentially, with her little nightgown on, and she says to you, Percy, is that you?
Yes, Nana, I'm here. How are you? How did you sleep?
Oh, my feet ache still, but I'll be all right.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I
do
brought you some Jell-O.
Do you want me to make you some oatmeal?
No, you're all right, Nana.
She starts,
I'll make
like, getting
myself
up.
some. No. Sit down. I brought you some Jell-O from the hospital, and I give her some cups of Jell-O.
You give her some cups of Jell-O. She says, "Oh, okay. This isn't oatmeal. I'll take it anyway." Percy, your Nana's mind is going. Her memory has not been good. She cracks open this Jell-O and starts kind of digging into it. And she like feebly starts kind of, like old person eats Jell-O. And as she does, Percy, when's your mother getting home?
Mom's not coming home, Nana. She's not around. But maybe she'll visit soon.
No. Oh, okay. Well, I talked to your father this morning, and he said he was missing her, so...
Well, so am I. Did you do all of your morning routine? You saw the sticky note I left for you on the mirror, right?
Oh, yes?
Okay, well, at least you look like you brushed your teeth, so that's something.
You help your Nana kind of just get up, get dressed, as you do every morning when you get home, and then you finally, she gets up, she go back, she's watching some TV, and you go back to your room, close your door, and the world kind of fades away for a bit as you head to sleep. And a few hours pass by as we shift over to town, just a town, where we see not busy by any means, but definitely, there's people walking down the sidewalks. You have a little market stand out in front of the grocery store. There's some kids kind of walking to school and whatnot. And there we find a young woman, barely a woman, barely not a child, really. But we see a young woman who is... what do you think your character's doing right now, Kitty?
I think that she's sitting on the counter of her uncle's costume shop, like scrolling on her phone right now.
Fantastic. So in the town, we see a very large, like not large, but just like loud sign that says the masked marquee. And beneath it is a very inviting doorway that leads to a costume shop. There is... One might think, hey, why is there... Who needs a costume shop in this small town in Colorado? And to them I say, have you been inside? It's awesome. Inside of this place is... It's like entering a different... It's like, you know, you go to Narnia. It's just fantastic. There's so many colors and really honestly well-made costumes made by your Uncle Bo. Behind the costume shop, as you know, like sharing the same building almost, is the one-screen movie theater in town. And it is... Hang on. It is... Nope, it's just called the Smalltown Theater. I thought I had a cool name for it written, but I didn't. So that's that. Anyway, yes, your Uncle Bo is there, and he says, you're basically... Do you think, like, I've never asked you this, Kitty, but do you like work there, or do you think... Okay.
Yeah, I like help them out at the shop.
Okay, great. So you know, just so you know that your Uncle Bo is he owns this shop and obviously works here throughout the day. Your Uncle Wilson, he is the deputy sheriff of town.
Ooh,
so but the two of them, do you live with them in the same house as them? Okay.
Yeah, they take care of me. Yeah.
Okay, great. So Wilson's not here right now, but Bo is. By the way, what does Winnie look like? I don't know if I asked you to describe her yet.
Winnie looks very trendy. Like, think like ultimate TikTok e-girl, and like that is the vibe that she's rocking currently.
I wish I knew what that look was. I honestly don't.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of like neon hair and like tons of necklaces, like dark colors, fishnets. Like, it's essentially like the 2000s, but like grunge also. Yeah.
All right.
And so like it changes all the time though. So, you know, like one day or the next, it could be any kind of core, you know, like tomorrow she'll probably be cottagecore. So just whatever she wants.
As you're sitting on the counter, I like to think that you're actually explaining all of this to your Uncle Bo, who's just like, I'm sorry, what is cottagecore?
Cottagecore. Think like soft girl vibes.
Did you say sock girl?
No, soft.
Soft
like,
girl?
Like soft.
Why would
like,
anyone... Don't... If I called... You shouldn't call girls soft. Why would you say that?
Oh, because like femininity is a thing that we are like re-embracing.
Okay, no, I back that.
So think,
okay.
Like off the shoulder, floral prints, long flowy dresses, picnic baskets. I mean, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Picnic baskets.
Yeah,
Sweet
like it's a
Lord.
thing to go have a picnic.
He is just like he's actually sewing some like new costumes and whatnot. It's October, Halloween is coming up, and he like this is busy month obviously for him here. He says Winnie, and he kind of looks towards the door. Nobody's coming in. It's super early. How has your training been going?
Well, it's fine, but I've been waiting for Uncle Wilson to show me way more, and like, you know, he's so busy right now at the sheriff's office. So.
It's been a rough 2 weeks.
I know it has, but like I have to learn stuff, you know? I mean, obviously I'm going to take my revenge on this monster that gave me this robot hand. So
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Like that's part of my backstory.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I want to go out on a mission. I want to go do something. Like, it's going to be so fucking cool. Like, when I get to go actually, like, hunt a fucking monster. And I'm just, like, waiting. And, like, Wilson doesn't think I'm ready. So, whatever.
Bo's just looking at you. You see, you could tell he wants to say something, and he's not really sure how to approach it.
What?
No, nothing.
What? No, come on. If you can't talk to me, no one can. Come on.
You know how hard this is for Wilson, right? He lost his baby sister. I know, obviously, we're all going through the grief, but I know he doesn't want you out there right now, right? From what I understand, this society, which, God forbid, I refuse to be a part of it, but anyway, you all... I mean, you need to train for at least a year, right? I mean, Wilson trained for 2 years before I met him.
Well, okay, that's fair, but I come from like the longest line of monster hunters in history. That I mean, like, if anybody has it in their blood, it's me. So, I think I'll be fine.
All right. Well, will you do me a favor and go see if he's down there?
Yeah. Yeah, fine. Okay.
And you know that he is referring to so between where the back of the costume shop meets the back of the movie theater, there is like a hidden door basically. And it leads to a little elevator. Now there's an elevator, there's also you know that like in the back alley, there's also, you could literally take off like the manhole cover and go down the ladder, essentially, which also leads to the Duskfall Society headquarters underneath this building. You know, actually, that when your Uncle Wilson and your mom, Penny, when they first moved here, and whatnot, when they lived here, but then also when they joined the Duskfall Society, they moved the headquarters down there, and it was later on, actually, that Bo, after he married your Uncle Wilson, bought the shop to use as a front, as a cover, essentially. So it's been this way for the last 20 years, but yeah, so that's where your, like, secret headquarters is, essentially. But you go down, you take the elevator down, looking for your uncle. In the meantime, we are going to shift lower, down into that headquarters, where we find lots of darkness. There are like some candles and whatnot lit. Not a surprising lack of technology down here. There are like a few like strips of cable that go down these kind of like corridors. Clearly, the Duskfall Society was here long before your family came to this town. It's like a secret tunnel system basically beneath the city, beneath the town. It's not huge by any means, but it is, I mean, it is quite big. It's very Batcave-esque, right? But if the Batcave was also like a Catholic church, essentially, because it's very like stone, very candlelit, very ancient feeling. And through the corridors, as we weave our way through, we find, with their head laying in a book, or maybe more appropriately on a laptop, we find a woman. And Deanna, could you go ahead and describe your character for us?
Yeah, Hux is sitting there, looking at her computer. I mean, she fell asleep for a little bit, but she's like a mid-30s, pretty average looking. She's got her, she works at the general store, so she's got her like apron ready to go because she's probably got that morning shift soon to get to.
So, speaking of which, you are asleep on your keyboard, and your little alarm on, I suppose, your watch goes off. Beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep,
shit.
beep. It is 7 a.m. rather 8 a.m. I suppose.
Oh.
And your shift at the grocery store starts in an hour. I don't think you meant to sleep. You're basically, as you wake up, you're in where you usually hang out, in the library, which is a long room full of dusty tomes and like old, like literally, tomes is the best word I could use to describe it. A lot of it written in old languages, or translated poorly. But you spend a lot of your time in here just doing research. Probably hating the fact that there's a lack of technology down here, and your laptop is like it, essentially.
Okay.
But you are down there, and you what do you think you do?
I mean, first I gotta wake up a little bit, so I think I get up and I do some like stretches around. I gotta go find some food before my shift.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go.
You start to head out, and on so there's like one of the only other pieces of technology technically down here is like an old like CB radio that like police would use, and also a small set of walkie-talkies, and over one of the walkie-talkies you hear Hooks, you there? You recognize the voice of Wilson, technically your boss here.
So I grab that walkie-talkie and I say, yeah, Wilson, I'm here.
Huck's good. Listen, I'm gonna need you to come down to the Sliced Lime, which you would recognize to be basically the one good bar in town.
Okay.
And you know you have to make your shift in an hour too, but he says it's urgent.
All right. Wilson, I'll come right there. Okay.
Thanks, Hux.
Okay. See you in a few.
It's at that moment that you hear the elevator, and when I say elevator, let me just be clear. It's like a freight elevator. It's like an old, yeah, you have to like pull the gate up, and then, you know, there's the, but you see Winnie. Winnie, you are there. You see Hux, probably like messy hair, standing in front of you.
Oh, you look
Hi.
rough.
Well, thank you. What are you doing down here?
I guess I could ask the same of you. Who are you?
Oh, sorry. You would know Hux.
Oh, I would. Okay.
So yeah, you would know Hux and Percy both.
Okay.
They are the only two people that work with your Uncle Wilson currently, in town here.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for my Uncle Wilson. Where is he?
Do I know that she's studying?
You know that she is training. She's currently
Okay.
training to join the society.
Okay.
Yep.
He's at that at the bar. I gotta go meet him right now. But you know,
Oh, no!
Stay
Let me
down
come
here
with
and
you.
start-
Let me come with you. Come on. No, please,
No.
come on. No, like no one. Training on the job is like statistically proven to be way better. Like you know this. Come on.
I
I've been
do know
begging
this.
you.
All right, but if you come with me,
Yeah.
you followed me there. I didn't
Okay.
bring you with me.
Okay.
all right?
No. Yeah. No. I'll follow. I mean, I'll just follow you. Yeah.
Just 20 feet. Get back.
Okay.
I did not see you. It is not my fault that you're there. All right.
No,
You're
not
there.
at all. I know. I never
All right.
talked to you.
Well, let's go. It's
Okay.
We gotta hurry.
Uh,
I go.
the two of you head that direction as we shift back over to Percy. Percy, you've slept for about 3 hours or so now. You know that you have class in a little bit. You're still sleeping, I think, but you're kind of like in that like liminal space, as you're like should I get up now? I don't want to get up now. I could sleep another hour. I should sleep another hour. I deserve sleep. And then you hear your phone kind of buzzing.
In my sleepy state, I think that the phone buzzing is my alarm, and I turned that shit off.
Okay,
Go right
you
back to bed.
turn it off. You roll back over and go back to sleep. Fantastic. Hux and Winnie, the two of you arrive on just kind of like towards the outskirts of town, where you see the sliced lime. You see there is 2 police cars in front of it, one of which you recognize to be your Uncle Wilson's old truck, that is specifically designed for him. And then you also see just another police cruiser there. You would recognize it to be one of the few other patrolmen who work in this town. There's like a dozen of them. But you both head that direction, and before you even go inside, you hear Hux. Turning towards like an alleyway, you see Wilson there. He is so he uses a wheelchair. He has 2 amputated legs. And he has his deputy's uniform on. Kind of honestly, it's like one of those sexy beards, you know what I mean? Like kind of like a scruff kind of salt and pepper kind of thing going on, with some salt and pepper kind of hair. Not too long, but good looking guy. But he you see him in the alley, basically kind of just waiting for you. And as you walk down, he sees Winnie behind you. Oh, what the hell, Winnie?
Hi.
Oh, Winnie, what the hell?
I'm already here. So let's just talk.
Winnie.
Wilson.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a
What's going on?
society matter, just so we're all aware.
All right.
Look, I've been on edge, I admit, all right? But, I think I must have dropped the ball a bit last night, okay? I know I was supposed to be on patrol, and I was, but I missed something. Look, what I'm trying to say is, they're taking Lewis Klein down to county hospital right now. He was found just in the back of this alley this morning with 19 broken bones.
Oh, shit.
God.
He is likely going to survive, but he doesn't remember what happened. And not only that, he didn't know who we were.
What?
Look, I don't know what this is, but I know it's not normal.
No.
So,
Shit.
look, I know you all have stuff to do. Not you, Winnie. But, look,
Not-
point being, we need to get on top of this ASAP.
Yeah.
Because by tonight, this could happen again, and I don't want those, I don't want that.
I got that. I can get someone to cover my shift. It's fine.
All right.
We're gonna figure this out. No one else was here.
I don't know. I got Tucker inside right now. He's talking to Sugar. We'll see. We'll see what's happening. I technically I'm not allowed to let you know any of that, so I just wanted to give you a heads up. I would have told you over the walkie, but to be honest, I wasn't really sure how to say it.
So do
It's
we
all right.
wait until the police leave and then go in after?
No, Winnie, we're not going in, okay? I give you the information, and then we go off of that.
Oh, okay. So we don't go in.
I mean,
Like ever.
honestly, okay, maybe it's not a bad idea that we go in.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah.
Where's Percy? Anybody? I tried calling her, but she didn't answer.
Let me try calling her real quick. All right, I'm gonna call her.
All right, listen. I gotta get back to the HQ. We're supposed to be getting. He looks towards you, Winnie, and then he kind of looks away. When it happened 2 weeks ago, I reached out to the Duskfall, to the upper management, I suppose, asking for some backup. Just without Jasper and Penny, we're gonna need some more help around here, and this is an obvious sign that my instincts were right. So anyway, we're supposed to be having some new recruit or something showing up at HQ today, so I gotta get back there and
When's he getting here?
right.
What?
When's this guy getting here? When's this person getting here?
It's sometime this
already
morning.
here.
I don't know. They said, Winnie, we're not having this conversation again. You're not ready. He starts wheeling himself out of the alley. He says, go to school.
I graduated last year.
Well, damn it. He starts heading back inside.
Winnie, I'm gonna call Percy real quick. All right. I'm calling Percy. Just stay tight. All right. And I get on my phone and I call Percy.
What? Yeah. Hello. What?
Percy. It's Hux.
Hmm.
Where are you?
I'm sleeping. Why?
Wilson called you. Something happened behind the sliced lime.
Lots of stuff happens behind the slice.
Oh no.
I know, but it's like a thing. Like, you should come.
Is that Winnie?
Yeah.
What is she doing with you?
Listen, she followed me here. Weird shit happens all the time, but we need
Come on,
you.
this will be so dope. Like,
Can
come
you
on.
meet us?
I
We're
have
gonna go
a test
sneak
on
into the-
echocardiograms
sneak into
today.
the
I cannot deal with this right now. Is it how important is this?
Like,
Wilson
urgent.
thinks there's somebody new coming in town. Wilson thinks it's all connected. I agree most of the time, but I mean, we just need you.
I think we
Okay.
got to get in there.
Okay, Hux, as per usual, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying right now. So I'm gonna come meet you. I'll
Great.
be there in a minute.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
All right,
so
wait.
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Y'all, you all go, you do that. Meanwhile, we're gonna cut back over to, the Masked Marquis, where we find Bo, who has just helped, an elderly woman find her grandchild, a costume to wear on Halloween. He's like, no, yeah, Woody from Toy Story? Totally back in. Yes, everybody wants to be Woody, so here you go. Fantastic. Have a good day, Mrs. Bartholomew. And then he turns back around and he starts like adjusting on the rack. He's kind of humming to himself, and we hear a ding ding as the door opens. Bo turns around, and who does he see, Jake?
He sees a man standing with kind of a hardened look, wearing an all denim outfit, denim jacket, denim jeans, and a gray vest on the inside, but the whole jacket is buttoned all the way up.
And he says, wow, that's a look. Hi, welcome to the Masked Marquis. What can I do for you?
Hello, looking for the DFS. Are you familiar?
Oh.
I see
Right.
you are.
Yes. Right. I heard that someone was coming today. Great.
The name's Darby, and you are?
Hi, Bo. Bo Knight.
Oh,
Nice to meet
Good
you.
to meet you. Could you point me in the right direction?
Yes. Yes, I can. Do you, I don't know, is there like a password or a code or
I'm your guy.
your face is saying no. Okay. Cool.
So you said that you were told something. Am I supposed to be meeting some other Duskfall Society folks somewhere in town?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're here in the right place. You are here
thank you.
in the right place. I'm sorry. I don't. There's not a lot of people I'm used to talking with this about strangers wise. This is very new for me. But yes, my husband Wilson is the one who can indoctrinate you. That's not the right word, Bo. What
How
are
about you point me
trying to
towards
say?
Wilson, sir?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not here at the moment. So
Where
if
might
you-
I be able to find him?
He's probably coming. I'm gonna call him. He goes.
How about you do that?
Gets on his phone. You see, he kind of steps over towards like the register area. Fuck yeah, Jake! What the hell? I love it. You had a real Robert De Niro look just now, smiling, and that's so good. I love it. Okay. Bo on the phone. No, yeah, he's here. He's wearing like, he's wearing like a full-on like Canadian tuxedo. Like, I'm not joking. No, I'm serious. He just had a cigarette in his mouth. Is he? You can't smoke in here. You can't. Okay.
Don't worry, I put it out.
Okay.
Puts it out. On the counter.
It's kind of weird. Can you just get here, please, soon? Yes. Thank you. Okay. I love you too. Hurry. Bye. Darby, how do you think Darby's feeling right now? What do you think Darby's doing while he waits?
I think he's smiling and screaming inside because this is so below his pay grade, but he knows that he's here to do a job, and this is the key to doing the job.
Gotcha. I love it. While you wait, a woman comes in the door, and you hear Bo kind of gives you a look like, you know, don't say anything. And he turns to this woman and he says, Mamie Cooper, oh my gosh, you're back. How have you been? You see this woman. She is probably late 20s. If she's any older, she's had work done because she looks nubile. She is wearing like a very, I don't know fashion, you guys, but she is wearing like the height of fashion at the moment. Does not belong in this small Colorado town where nobody else is dressed like this. And her hair's like super done. She walks in. She says, "Bo, hi, kiss. I just wanted to come by, say hi. I'm in town for the day, and I thought I'd." She just stops talking and stares at you, Darby. My.
I can smoke this outside. We can't smoke in here, ma'am.
Who's this, Bo? Bo, this is
Darby Bennett, ma'am.
Darby
Pleased
Bennett.
to meet you. Yes.
New
Just
in
came
town.
in off the train.
Mamie gives a look of both highly, like, interested and also extremely, like, aroused. Like she's not sure about you, and at the same time that kind of turns her on, maybe. And she says, off the train, my goodness. Mamie Cooper, hello. I will say, Darby, you noticed when you came into town a big sign that said Cooper's Grocery, just down the street. And there's also farther down from that the Cooper veterinary clinic. And then a little bit down from that, there is the Cooper Fountain.
Cooper what?
Cooper Fountain.
Cooper Fountain. All
Yeah.
right.
With your eagle eye, you saw the plaque on the fountain that said Cooper Fountain on it.
All right. Yeah, and I say, Cooper. Oh, so you're related to the owners of this town.
Oh. Well,
I got a keen eye, man.
unfortunately, my late husband, yes, his family, yes, they did own a lot of property in town, but unfortunately, he passed away
I'm
just
sorry
a
to
year
hear that,
ago.
man.
So, but I'm doing my best to take over.
That's all any of us can do, man.
Mm-hmm. And you see, Bo is just like behind a rack, like, like shifting clothes.
May I
Mamie's.
ask how your husband passed away, man?
Oh, in his sleep.
Oh, that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'd argue.
It was time.
Yeah, and I think at that point he just pops the cigarette back in his mouth and starts staring out the window. But he doesn't light it because he's kind and courteous.
There's the door ding ding rings, and you see wheeling themselves in, you see Wilson Knight.
Do I know of him?
You know the name, that's your
Okay.
contact, but you
Got
don't
it. Thank
know
you.
what he looks like necessarily. I think you were probably
Yeah.
told maybe that, he was deputy sheriff, maybe that what he looks like and whatnot.
Okay.
But to confirm this, Bo behind the rack just goes, Wilson! Hi, Wilson! Mamie, you remember my husband, Wilson? And Mamie, like, turns around, yes! Hello, deputy, and she kind of goes and shakes his hand. He's just like, he's giving you like a, what the fuck is happening here? He says, Mamie, didn't realize you were back in town. She says, oh, just for the day. All right, well, it was good seeing you, Bo. Good catching up. And Bo's like, wow, we didn't catch up. And then she turns to you, Darby, and says, Mr. Bennett. And she turns and kind of walks, like sashaying out the door. She goes back and gets into, like, the back of her, like, all-black Escalade.
She would drive an Escalade.
She's not driving, but yeah.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right, all right.
she like the door open. There's a doorman who opens the door for her. She gets in, and then
Yeah,
I said a doorman. It's a driver who opens the door.
a chauffeur.
She has a doorman who rides along with the driver just to open the doors.
She's got money.
Anyway, Wilson looks at you. Okay, not sure what that was, but
Say, Wilson,
Mr. Bennett,
I believe I'm the man you were expecting.
fantastic. And we're gonna cut away to Percy, who has your Nana is just sitting in front of the TV watching some Wheel of Fortune that you taped for her because it's not on at this hour, as we all know. But she details, baby. That's what makes a good story. Percy, you have headed out the door. Now, where are you heading?
I'm frantically trying to find my keys and my bag, and I am headed out towards the Volvo, and I am gonna head towards the bar.
Great. You pull up to the bar. Winnie and Hux, what do you think you've been doing while you wait for Percy?
I think I've been like coming up with ways to get into the bar without being noticed.
Sure. What do you think you try first?
I think I like try to go around to the side and like climb in through the bathroom window.
Let's make our first roll, y'all. This is great. Great. So go ahead and why don't we call this one an act under pressure? So this is plus cool.
Okay.
And so for anybody who's not aware or not familiar with Monster of the Week, the basic gist is this. For every move that you make, every action you do or whatnot, you roll 2d6, and then you add one of your 5 modifiers, whether it be cool, tough, charm, sharp, or weird. And those are like the 5, personality traits and whatnot that a person has. So you roll the 2d6, you add that number, and then if you get a 6 or under, you fail. If you get a 7 to a 9, you get a partial success, so you succeed, but it comes at some sort of a cost. And then if you get a 10 or higher, you succeed. A 12 or higher, actually a great success with extra benefits. Hydration station. But that's the basic rules of the game. So Kitty, what'd you get?
I rolled a 10.
A 10. That's a success.
Wow.
You are used to sneaking into places, I suppose,
Yeah.
or maybe just used to crawling through windows. Maybe you snuck out a lot.
Yeah.
But you do get into the bathroom of the I was gonna say the slippery lime. It's the sliced lime.
I like the slippery lime though.
Yeah, maybe we'll just change it. It's actually it's in the process of being changed. It's under new ownership, and they're changing the name to the slippery
The
lime.
slippery line.
Yeah, that's what's happening. So when are you getting there, Hux? You see this happen. What are you doing?
Well, I think I had my back turned because I was trying to get someone to cover my shift at work.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure. So you're on the phone. You call your manager. His name is, hang on a second. His name is Bart. Bart Healy. And
Bart what? So sorry.
Bart Healy.
Got it.
Bart Healy.
You said Bart Keep, and I was like,
yeah, his name is Bart Healy, and he's your manager. You call him up. Hello?
Hey, Bart, it's Hux.
Oh, God. Please don't tell me you're not coming in again. Are you
Bart.
sick again?
I have been fighting this dang chest thing all week, and I just...
See,
Oh.
Hannah, I need you to come in. I need it to happen. I'm short-staffed as it is today, Hannah.
I know.
I really can't afford...
Bart, I just don't think you want me just contaminating the whole town, you know? Sorry, Bart. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Go ahead and roll me a manipulate someone.
Okay. Oh, wait, can I use my sharp?
Is that a thing you can do?
I have see it all fits together. And I can roll a sharp instead of a charm when I manipulate someone.
Absolutely, yeah. You're smart enough to know the exact strings to pull to get this done, so...
I've been working for Bart for so many years.
You have. What'd we get?
Wait, what did I roll? Oh boy. Yeah, I rolled the right thing. I got an 8.
An 8, a mixed success.
Ooh.
So, on a 7 to a 9, they'll allow this for you, but only if you're willing to do something for them right now to show that you mean it. So if you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do. So, in that case, Bart says, "Oh gosh, okay. Well, the last thing I need is you coming in here and getting everybody sick. So, all right, Hannah, I will let this slide. But, oh gosh, you know what? I'm gonna need you to come in this weekend."
No, Bart, that's fine. That's fine. All right,
Really?
yeah. What time? I'll be there.
just
let me know.
Your usual shift, but this weekend instead of
Okay, I got you. It's fine. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Great. Oh God, I can't wait.
Thank
This
you,
is gonna
Bart.
be fantastic. I can't wait to
Oh.
take Dwayne the Cat Johnson on that vacation I've always been wanting to take. him on.
I know you've been talking about that, but you enjoy it. I'll be there this weekend, okay? I'll feel better by then. Take it, all the emergency, all as I can. I got you, baby. Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
I'll be there.
Okay, thanks, Hannah.
Okay.
I feel better.
Oh, thank you, Bart.
It hangs up, and you you see that Winnie has just squeezed her way into the window.
Winnie.
It's at that moment that you see Percy has pulled up in the parking lot.
Percy, come here. Come here. Just like waving her down.
Ugh. I get out of the car and start kind of trudging towards her.
Okay.
Percy, some shit is going down, all right?
Where's Winnie?
She just went inside.
What, in the bar?
Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
You let the 19-year-old in the bar? What is going on here?
We'll
What
just go in the front door and make it look like she snuck in. It's fine, because that's what she did. I mean, we'll
Okay.
just go in the front. Side note, who is this man that was taken to the hospital?
This is Louis
Louis?
Klein. Now, Hux, I don't know how well you would know Louis. Percy, I think you know Louis decently well. Louis is... He hangs out at the bar a lot. We'll say that. He's not like a mean person by any means. But, you know, he keeps to himself a good amount. He's a young... I mean, he's like maybe mid-30s. But, yeah, I mean, by the look of him, you would think maybe he's like late 40s just because he doesn't take care of himself.
Last call kind of patient.
Yeah.
Okay, so they took Louis to the hospital. He's not doing well. Wilson found him in the alley. They found him in the alley.
What did he get too drunk or something? Start a fight?
I don't remember. What was it? I forget. Okay, you know what?
Things are going well, so.
You know what? I bet Winnie remembered because she was standing behind me the whole time. That's fine.
Well,
We'll
it's
just go
good that
inside.
she's in the bar because we can just go through the front door like normal people.
We'll just get in there. Let's go.
All right.
So while
I'm
this
gonna start heading.
conversation was happening, Winnie, you like land like hands on the floor of this bar bathroom, and going like head first in, and you kind of awkwardly stand up, and you're like, it's a dingy bar bathroom. What do you want to do?
I take a second to laugh at some graffiti on the wall. And then I like open, I guess I like put my ear to the door and try to listen
Okay.
and see like, you know, if the police are still in there.
It sounds like, in fact, I'll go ahead and tell you, you saw your uncle drive away, and about 5 minutes later, Tucker, the other patrolman, also drove away. So you know the police are gone.
Okay, cool. Do I hear anything though?
Not really.
Okay, so I like kind of like peek my head around the door, and I'm assuming I don't see anybody.
Yeah, you don't. You see, you hear like movement like in the kitchen area, like back behind the bar. Like somebody's probably back there, maybe cleaning up or something. But the back door, supposedly where Louis was found, is actually over to like the left. So yeah, I mean it's closed because it's the morning. So the bar's not actually open right now. So when the police left, it looks like they just kind of shut everything down and then went to the kitchen. So
Okay, so I walk over towards like where the body was found.
okay, great. You get there. Are you like trying to look for clues and stuff?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for me. Investigate a mystery.
Okay,
This is
that's sharp.
plus sharp.
I rolled a 12.
A 12. Holy
Wow.
crap! What's your
Wow.
what's your sharp? What's your plus sharp?
Nothing.
Nothing. You rolled 2 6s.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, so here's what you get on a 12. You can ask 2 of the following questions. Okay. And by asking, I mean you can ask me as the keeper, and I will tell you honestly what you see. So you can ask 2 of the following questions: what happened here? What sort of creature did this? What can it do? What can it hurt? Some of these don't apply to this situation, clearly. Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
Oh.
So you can ask 2 of those questions.
Can I confer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm thinking like what was concealed maybe, and what happened here. What do y'all think? Or what kind of creature did this? I have the 3. Does anyone have any opinions?
I mean, I have things that I think would be advantageous for my character to know, but you wouldn't really know that necessarily. So I hesitate to share it with you.
All right. That's fair. I think what happened here is going to be the first one. Do I have to tell you both right now?
No, you're good.
Okay.
So what happened here? Okay. You start kind of piecing things together, and it looks like this back area is first of all, it looks definitely like a place somebody would go to. Like, there's a lot of foot traffic in and out of here. You know that this leads to the back parking lot, and you also knew from what you looked out outside, people go outside to smoke a lot. You hear that, Jake? People go outside to smoke a lot. Okay. So,
Thank you.
So, your best guess at what happened here, you would guess Lewis went outside, was out in the back, and it looks like, just from your little analysis here, in fact, I'm going to give you a little treat on this one, because you rolled a 12. So, you're looking at this scene, and you hear, help you with something, Sugar? You turn around, you see, oh shit, her name's Sugar. You see...
That's perfect.
Yeah, she everybody calls her Sugar because she calls everybody else Sugar. So you see Sugar. She is the owner of the new owner of the Slippery Lime, and she's like wiping her hands off with a towel, and she's like, "Help you with something?"
Yeah, actually, I'm just like helping my dad with some stuff. You know, I'm trying to get into the police force. But I was just hoping that maybe, we could talk about maybe what happened. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Hit me.
Okay. So were you, like, when did you leave the bar last night?
Oh, let's see. All right. I'll tell you what I told the cops just now, too. But I like your little Nancy Drew shtick here, so help you out.
Should I get a hat? I should get a hat. Okay, sorry.
You should get a hat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pull it off. You can rock it.
Oh, thanks.
So I left the bar 1 a.m. And when I left, I locked up I locked up this back door. I actually went out through the kitchen because I park in that alley back there. So when I locked up the back door, I didn't see Lewis back here. Now, granted, I was not, looking outside very much. It's dark. We don't have a street light back there right now. Part of the renovations. But I didn't see Lewis. However, that's not to say I didn't see Lewis earlier that night. He was, as usual, up in here getting some drinks. And, look, I'm not really one for gossip, but I thought about this after, I'm guessing your dad left. Is that your dad, the tall one?
The other one.
Anyway.
He's short. He's in a wheelchair.
The deputy?
Yeah, it's my dad. Or, well, my uncle, sorry.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I didn't think Wilson had any kids.
No,
Okay.
it's my uncle. It's my uncle. It's my uncle. I'm
you were
sorry.
just using the wrong terminology.
Yeah, I'm
you were
sorry.
lying to me,
Yep.
is what you're saying.
No, I just misspoke. I'm so sorry.
Hey, listen, I'm cool. Okay, I ain't gonna rat you out or anything.
Okay.
It's just if you're gonna do this Nancy Drew shit, you probably should get better at it.
No, yeah, you're right. It's like my first day. Okay, so.
So she says, like I said, I ain't one for gossip, but I did see Lewis talking with hang on, searching my name database here. With talking with Angela Foreman.
Oh.
Now I ain't saying nothing, but they, they were talking in here for a second. I saw her go out. I saw him follow. I assumed they were just going for a smoke or something, and I don't see either of them the rest of the night. So thought maybe they just, took off.
Okay, and was Lewis already gone when you locked up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
nobody was here.
Okay, it was just you.
Yep.
Okay.
At this point, Hux and Percy, you get to the front door. It's locked, but as you go to pull it, there's a little bit of a noise, and Sugar turns around to me, Winnie. Friends of yours?
Yeah, they're like
She
my
walks-
party boys.
She walks to the door. She unlocks it, and she says, "Hey there, Hux, is that you?
Hey,
Yeah.
party boys, over here.
Oh,
You with Nancy Drew?"
Unfortunately.
Hey, excuse me. Guess who's gotten the first clue?
Well-
Good.
I'm not gonna
Sugar,
really
I'm so
ask,
sorry.
but I'm kind of
No.
curious what y'all are all doing here together.
Sugar, let me tell you.
Hmm?
So,
We're helping my uncle.
well, Winnie is there's this new cool thing to do in the young people world where they try
we're
to
trying
get
to
in
start
with
a true crime podcast.
Look,
and I'm not
I'm
a
gonna
part
stop
of
you
it.
right there.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
a
stop
part
you right
of
there.
it.
Y'all got your own kinks. I got my own stuff here going on too. So ain't no thing. Kitty, what was your second question you wanted to ask?
What kind of creature did this?
Okay, for that one, and I will answer that for you, but you're not gonna get the answer here. So
Okay.
I will we'll get to that one in a little bit here.
Okay.
But she says well, anyway, y'all, I gotta get back to it, so I'm gonna have to see you out.
Thank you.
Can we go out the back door?
That's fine, sure.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Sugar.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
See you later.
You guys go out the back door, and back there you see what once was a crime scene, but I mean, this is a small town. They're not roping it off or anything like that. So looking down though, I mean, you can kind of assume where Lewis was found based on the blood. Obviously they washed it and whatnot, but it's still kind of stained there. There was blood there. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to look at. Is anyone anything specific here? Yeah, what's up?
Would my my medical knowledge be of any assistance identifying blood spray patterns, if it was sharp objects or blunt objects, or what does the blood say?
Sure.
And I am not there, correct?
You're not there. I promise we'll
Cool.
get back to you in a
Okay.
second, Jake.
Wonderful.
So Taylor, I don't know. We'll just. I think in order, yes, you could tell those things. You know for sure that you would get more information if you just went to see Lewis yourself in the hospital. That would be the best way. But just looking at this, it doesn't look from the spray patterns, like you said. It looks like some sort of like blunt, bludgeoning type thing. But looking around, there's no other like spray, like there's no other blood splatters anywhere else here. So if somebody was like swinging something at him, it would have sprayed elsewhere too. There, it's contained. So whatever this, it's almost like something just like crushed him a little bit or something like that. It's like super self-contained. But then there's no other like blood trails or anything like that. So
Okay. Yeah, I look at both of the ladies and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense at all. We should go to the hospital and see Lewis.
Okay, but
in that moment, Hux, in your walkie-talkie, you hear Hux. You still with Winnie?
Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
I'm gonna need y'all to get back to HQ. Stat.
You all right?
Yep. No, we're good. We just that new recruit I was telling you about arrived, and I'd like you to meet him.
Oh boy. All right, we're coming.
Gross.
We'll be
Okay.
there. Team, we gotta go.
Percy starts like sadly typing an email to her professor, coming up with some bullshit excuse about why she's not going to be in class that day.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you guys, at some point we have to go talk to Angela because apparently Lewis and Angela were talking on me. Like, and they left, like, and disappeared together.
So we'll cut ahead here. Darby, for the last 15 minutes or so, Wilson brought you down beneath the masked marquee down into the HQ. It looks similar to a lot of the other ones you've been in. However, this one doesn't look quite... comparatively, it's not as old as some of the oldest, ones you've been in. But yeah, looks like they've kept a tradition. You know that the Duskfall Society highly frowns upon any sort of like electricity and stuff like within the headquarters. But you do see cables running and like the walkie-talkies and stuff like that. So
Are walkie-talkies like out of phase with the Duskfall Society?
Yes.
Just
yeah.
want to know. Okay, cool.
Technically, again, it's all it's like nobody updated like the rule book, if you will.
Yeah.
And so it's like people do it, but they also know they're not supposed to, but nobody really people like you put them away whenever like the head people come and like do an inspection or something.
Yeah.
But like everybody kind of uses some modern technology and whatnot.
I gotcha. Okay.
Anyway, for the last 15 minutes, Wilson has just been kind of telling you the ropes, kind of showing you around. But again, most of these places look pretty identical. You've been to enough of them to know. And it's then that the elevator, like... it's a fart noise as Wilson says, oh, sorry about that. And the gate comes up on the elevator, and you see 3 women standing in front of you.
All right. Is it these 3?
Yes. What if it wasn't though, right? Like, what
Yeah,
if I just
I know,
introduced
whoa.
3 others?
Oh my
Like,
god, holy shit.
You guys are
look at that
never gonna
outfit.
meet the rest of this.
I start
So
walking out,
yeah.
and I'm heading straight.
Holy shit, Canadian tuxedo. What is up? Holy crap.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're pulling it off, like 100%.
Denim is both durable and flexible. It's useful in the field,
Well,
man.
Okay, it depends on what kind of denim. If you're using rigid denim, then no, but like stretched denim, yeah.
All right, Wilson.
This denim works just fine. And he
Is
just
it-
smiles. He's just grinning.
So Wilson says,
Hey.
all right, everyone. Winnie, Hux, Percy, Darby Bennett, Wilson Knight. Everyone knows each other now. Let's get down to
Great.
brass tacks. Darby's going to be joining the team. He has an extensive resume that I will not take the time to explain. But he's been around, he knows his shit, and he's here to help. Something that we could use a lot of. Now, I went ahead and sorry, lost my train of thought. Hang on a second. I gotta scroll through my notes.
It's happening a lot recently, Wilson. You all right?
Yep. Just really tired. Have not slept in about 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's really going.
I can tell these are stressful times. You take your time, sir.
Thank you.
Percy looks at him and goes like, "So, what are you, like, corporate or something?"
Not quite. I'm the cleanup crew.
Ew, what are we cleaning up?
Cleanup crew.
I usually get called in if there's a bigger mess than the ones in town can handle on their own.
Okay, excuse me. We just got this case. We can definitely
Excuse me,
handle
I
it.
don't recall your name being on the dossier.
All
Excuse
right.
me.
Hey,
my-
Winnie. Cool it. Yeah, Mr. Bennett. Winnie is an initiate, currently in training. Very early.
Happy to work with
in
you.
training. But listen, so I went ahead and did a little more digging into what this possibly could be. Hux, I might need your help with this. Maybe you and Winnie go do some research here in a little bit. I think
I open up my laptop and start taking notes.
Okay, great. Percy, could you maybe use your hospital connections? Maybe you take Mr. Bennett here and head down to the hospital, go check in on Lewis, and see if you can get a little bit better insight into what we're looking at.
Yeah, all right, I could do that.
Someone also needs to go talk to Angela.
Who?
Angela. Like, Sugar said that. Lewis
You
found
talked
some-
to Sugar.
Wilson, it got a
Yeah.
little out of control. I did want to bring
Winnie.
that up.
No, it's fine. Sugar.
She climbed in through a
readily gave-
window.
I didn't. Excuse me, whose site are you on?
Winnie,
May
I
I
will
ask-
tell you.
Who Sugar is.
Listen, darling,
irrelevant.
we'll catch up
It's-
later. We'll
bartender.
catch
It's
up
not
later. It doesn't
important.
matter.
Anyway, she said that, like, Lewis went outside the back, and then, like, Angela followed him, and then, like, they both disappeared for the rest of the night.
This is
So
correct.
I think probably one of the last people to see him before the accident happened.
This is
So we
correct.
still have one missing person.
Yeah, sorry. By the way, Jake, I think that Wilson probably caught you up on the current case while you were, so you know.
I'll quit asking more questions.
I don't know. Like, we haven't talked to Angela yet. I don't know.
All right, fair enough. All right, how about this? I will go find Angela Foreman, see if I can find anything about Winnie. You help Hux,
All right.
search through the library, see what you can find about, I don't know, anything to do with broken bones and,
What are your leads?
broken
Like,
bones.
Just that.
19 broken bones.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
Like, crushing. Like,
Yeah, well, hopefully
Yeah.
Percy can give us some more insight on that. And
I bet it's like a monster with, like, a giant fist that just goes like that.
Winnie, Winnie,
What?
Did you give her, Winnie? Do you have a notepad?
all right,
or your
everybody, we
phone?
don't have much time. We need to make sure we do this before Duskfall tonight. So,
Okay, fine. Okay.
let's go ahead and, your assignments, check in. Everybody take a talkie. And by talkie, I mean a walkie.
Yeah,
Again, I
you
have
got it.
not slept in 3
It's okay,
days.
Wilson.
All right.
We'll talk to Angela.
All right.
These
I'm
on
gonna find
secure
Angela.
channels?
Of course.
What's that?
Harvey.
But
You know what?
course.
Mr. Bennett, why don't you come with me to find Angela? Percy, you can handle the hospital by yourself, right?
I'm positive.
Yeah, obviously. Of course you can. All right. Let's go out. And so we're going to cut ahead a little bit in the day, okay? Y'all have done some time researching. Percy, we're going to start with you at the hospital.
Okay.
So, you use your connections, kind of get you in and whatnot. You have a friend who works at the hospital, actually. Her name is Fran. Fran Rogan. And she's like early 50s, loves gossip, and she just like she thinks you're really cool, and she just kind of like always hangs out and like, you know, she talks to you about like her like, you know, teenage kids and how she's like just tired of them and whatnot, but she needs a vacation real bad. But you know, she is working today, so you can kind of get in through her, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I go up to Fran. I'm like, "Hey, Fran, how you doing today?"
Oh, man, I really want to do an accent, but it wouldn't make sense for this small town.
From out of
Do
town.
it. Be
Just
free.
do it.
Follow your heart.
Oh, hey, Percy. Hi.
Hey, how did the rest of the shift go last night? It was good?
Oh, it was great. It was great, kiddo.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, and by great, I mean it was not good. It was not good at all.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, I got a hangnail halfway through, and
the horror.
Yep. And then
Oh, no.
Tommy threw up last night, right? And I'm like, kid, you don't even eat dinner. How are you gonna throw up? You know, I can't get him to eat his vegetables. I can't get him to eat mac and cheese. I can't do anything.
Kids these days.
I know, Percy. You're lucky you don't have any. I'm telling you.
You know what? I agree with you there. All right, yeah, Fran. I think I left my purse in the office. Would you mind just keying me in really quick?
Oh, yeah, sure, of course.
Thank you.
She lets you in and walks like with you towards the office. You do see, so you walk by, like you get through, you know, the main lobby and whatnot. You do find, kind of like the main floor with like the ER and whatnot. And you see there is a patrolman sitting outside of like the room where you would assume Lewis to be.
Okay. Oh, you know what, Fran? I totally forgot. I had some paperwork on a dispatch that I forgot to finish up last night. If you wanna just head back down, I'll finish that up real quick and I'll come say bye to you before I go to class, okay?
I'm gonna have you roll manipulate someone for this. So this is plus charm.
Charm. Oh shit. I'm not very charming.
You're not?
Nope. I got a -1.
Oh.
That wasn't great. I got a 5.
5. It's a failure. Mark experience for yourself. It's our first failure. So she says, "Ooh, I'd love to, Purse, but I you know, I'm not allowed to leave you unattended here. So, not until you become an official doctor and whatnot. But, but no, you know, I can go with you. Do you want to?"
That'd be great. I would love your company. I would just sure love that. And I start like texting Hux that like, hey, can you please call like pager to the front desk or something, like call the hospital and have them page Fran to the front desk.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. Let's say, Hux, I'm gonna ask you to roll for help someone.
Okay.
Let's just see how well this goes.
Which is...
This is help out, so this is plus cool.
Plus cool.
I'm doing a little bit of a homebrew rule with this one here, so.
7.
7. Okay, partial success. All right, so yeah, you do what Percy asked. Fran hears the page for her. She says, "Oh shoot. Okay. Sounds like they need me. I'll be right back. Okay, don't go anywhere. Okay, Purse."
Cross my fingers. Yep.
Okay.
Promise.
All right. And she takes off with her key card that you would basically need to like literally open the door to the room, essentially, to that section. So she has left you alone. That's the success. But the partial part is that you don't have access to get through the door.
But there is a security guard stationed outside his room.
Yeah.
And the security guard presumably has access.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. So, Percy, did the security guard hear anything of what just happened?
No.
Okay.
You're
so,
kind of across the way there.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to the security guard and just like, hey, my friend Lewis is in there, and I just wanted to check in with him and see if I could bring him some food. Is it okay if I just go talk to him for a second?
Okay. Roll manipulate someone again.
Yep, I can do that. All right. Oh, well, I got a 4.
Even worse. Roll or get another experience point.
I did it.
And this guy kind of looks up at you. He says, "No, what? No, I'm not gonna let. You're just. I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna let you in here."
Okay, look. All right, my name is Percy, and I work here. And I show him like my little badge. It doesn't have access, but it's like an ID badge. I work here. I'm a student at the hospital. Like
Nope.
he's my friend.
Sorry, I'm not letting you in here.
Can you come? If you came with me, like, would you go in there? Can I go in there, please?
No.
Okay, well, can I, like, what's the number to the phone in his room? Can I just talk to him through that? Like, even if I don't see him? Is that
He's
fine?
not awake right now.
All right, that's fine. I'm just gonna go then. I'll just order him whatever, I guess. And then Percy walks away.
Percy, roll me read a bad situation.
Okie dokie. That
Which is sharp.
Right. Okay. I'm okay at sharp. Maybe I can be okay at sharp. I guess 7. Wait, no, I got an 8. Excuse me.
An 8. Okay.
Yes.
So you can ask one of the following questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
What's the best way in?
Great. I was hoping you'd choose that one. So you realize you're not getting past this guard. You tried to manipulate him, it failed. So you're not getting past the guard. However, you can see that basically there's like what do you try, like a station, like with coats and gloves and masks and stuff. If you think that maybe if you could like dress up like a doctor or something,
Okay.
and maybe you could even like try to pickpocket another card from somebody else, or
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, or you could just try to get him to open the door for you because you're like a doctor, basically. Essentially, what I'm telling you is because you succeeded on that, I will give you a +2 on your next manipulate roll. If you dress up, basically.
Yeah, I'll go put on the mustache glasses and the doctor's coat
Great.
and yeah.
All right. You go like go in the door. You put the coat on. You just kind of like mask and like goggles, and like put it like a one of those caps over your hair. And you just like in full gear like walk that way. You see Fran come back in the door. And she's like, Percy, where'd she go? She's like walking around looking for you. You get back to the door. The security guard looks up at you, just kind of like looking like, did you need me to let you in? Do you have a what?
Yeah, she's like holding up her hands so she doesn't touch anything because that's what surgeons do or something.
Oh, that's great.
She's like this, and she's like, MRSA.
Go ahead and roll me manipulate someone +2 this time.
Okay, that's cool, right? No, charm.
Charm.
Wait, yeah, charm. Yeah, okay.
So
+2 this time.
+2 this time.
+2. Submit. Where?
Mixed success. Barely got it.
I thought that was +2. Wait, so I got a 3 and a 3, and then I was supposed to +2, but then I still got a 7. Oh, because I have a -1. That's right.
Yeah,
Of a partial
there we go.
success.
So, a 7. You barely made it, but you did. So, basically what's going to happen is this. He gets up, he opens the door for you, you get to go in the room. At which point, he closes the door, he is standing in the room still with you.
Okay.
But you go in the room, you see Louis Klein is, I mean, in bad condition. There are, like, casts and, like, slings and whatnot. It's like one of those people who's, like, kind of got all their limbs hanging, like, suspended. And up to, like, his, like, jaw. And then, like, the top, basically, you can see, like, the top of his face is pretty untouched. But yeah, he looked pretty bad. There is like a doctor's chart there, basically.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if I can check the chart.
Absolutely. You check the chart with your knowledge of all this and everything. It's very bizarre. Because it's not like something crushed him. His skin was not like bruised from the outside by any means. Like, there's no like actual cuts or punctures from the outside. All of the damage actually came from within his own body. His bones broke, causing the internal bleeding from the inside. And
Wow.
I mean, it makes no sense. His bones just snapped.
Okay. Upon seeing this, Percy, I mean, like, are there any personal possessions of his around where would they have been confiscated?
That's a good question. I think they were, yeah, they're not here.
Okay, so after gathering everything she could from the chart, Percy's goal would have been to get out of the hospital as quickly as possible, and she would have gone, "Oh, it's not MRSA. Sorry, wrong room," and then just left.
Okay.
And taken off all the stuff.
All right, you make your way out of the hospital as we shift over to Darby. You and Wilson take his truck out to like a residential area, just in town, and pull up in front of a house. And he turns to you and he says, "All right, Mr. Bennett, here's the deal. I am legally a cop, and so I have a bit of, pull in matters like this. Technically speaking, you are you have no legal right to be asking questions. So if anybody asks, you are hell, we'll just say you're my assistant. Does that work?"
Sure.
All right. All right, here we go. You both head towards the house. He knocks on the door, and the door swings open, and you see a very large man standing there. And he says, "Wilson, what can I do for you?" "Oh, hey there, Leroy. I am, is Angela home?" And he says, "No, she has her shift down at the bank. Did you, need something?" Nope, nope, don't worry about it. Hey, just curious, was she home last night, or, he says, he kind of gives a look to you, Darby. He says, "What's this about, deputy?" And he says, Nothing much, Leroy. Hey, no worries, don't even worry about it. Probably a mistake on our end. Have a good day, Leroy." Starts heading down the drive. Get back in the car.
Okay.
Turns to you and he says, "All right, I guess we're going to the bank."
I guess we're going to the bank.
Yeah. Anything you want to role play in there, or should we just head to the bank?
I guess I'm just wondering, what can you tell me about Angela before we visit her at the bank?
Well, all right. I'll lay it out for you. I don't have any evidence of this, but if my suspicions are correct, I think Angela might be, her and Lewis were high school sweethearts. And, well, I don't know, but Leroy's not exactly a, well, you saw him. And he continues.
Out of game, is Leroy the husband of Angela?
Yeah.
Great, thank you. All right.
You pull up to the bank. You go inside, and she is a teller at the bank. And you both get up there. He says, listen, why don't you handle this one?
All right.
And getting up there, he says, Angela, hey there. This is my friend, Mr. Bennett. He's helped me out at the station and whatnot. We just have a couple questions for you.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am. How long you been working here?
She, like, their coworkers kind of, like, look over, like, what's happening? And they kind of go back to their jobs. She also is kind of like, hi, yes. I've been, here for, 8 years.
That's very good. That's very good. Are you familiar with a man by the name of Lewis Klein?
You say that, like, just pronounced enough. Again, coworkers, like,
Yeah.
you know, small town, baby, small town. She like, you sense immediately her embarrassment a bit. She says, yeah, of course. Why?
All right. Well, I can tell you are familiar with the man. I'm afraid I have some unfortunate news for you. Do you mind if we step outside for a bit?
Please, yeah, let's. She's happy
All right.
to get away, and
Yeah.
the three of you go outside and around to, like, just kind of a little secluded area. She says,
Yeah.
Wilson, what's happening?
Well, it seems that this man, Lewis, was seen with you, possibly, last evening at a bar called the Sticky Lime. What was it, Wilson?
It's called the Slippery Lime now.
The Slippery Lime.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you familiar with this establishment?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Now, at that time last night, did you see Lewis at this said bar?
She takes a good long moment, and Wilson interjects and says, Angela, this is just between us right now. And she says, yeah, yes, I saw Lewis last night. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, you were seen together at the bar. Is this a fact from your own experience?
Yes.
All right. Now, the unfortunate news I have for you is that our friend Lewis was recently discovered with 19 broken bones. He is currently sitting in the hospital.
Oh my God.
When was the last time you saw Lewis last evening?
He's in the hospital. Why? How?
That's what we were trying to
She
get to the
starts
bottom
kinda, like,
to, man.
you know, her body language is just very, like, amped up all of a sudden. She says, no, he was fine when I last saw him, and he.
Where were you when you last saw this man?
Go ahead and roll me manipulate someone. Jake.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna give you a +1 on this because Wilson is there with you, and he can kind of cover some of your rough edges.
Okay. Ooh, I'm having trouble finding that move. Is that plus charm?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. And all right, that is a 6, 7, 8 minus 1, a 7.
Cool. Partial success. Okay, so mixed success. She says, I'm. Okay, God, this is. She looks to Wilson and she says, I don't know. You can't tell. And he just kind of like nods and he says, I promise, it's just between us right now. Don't worry. And she looks to you, Darby. She says, I saw. Okay. Lewis and I we met up last night, and we've been seeing each other for a little bit, but he wasn't responding to my texts yesterday, and we were supposed to meet up for lunch, and he never showed up. So I assumed he would be at the Lime, and so I went down there, and he wasn't really acting like himself, and he wasn't. I don't know, but we went outside, and I was trying to talk to him, and he just wasn't. I don't know. I think he got scared. I think he got scared of Leroy, and I think he just.
Was he responsive in your conversation, or was this more nerves, do you think? You say he seemed different. Well, do you think this is because of nerves or possibly something else?
I don't know what else it could be. He probably just got nervous. Of course he's nervous. I mean, it's Leroy.
All right. So the last place you saw him was just outside the doors of the Slippery Lime. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Correct.
About what time in the evening did you leave?
I left at Jake, go ahead and roll me investigate a mystery.
All right. And is that sharp?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. All right, that is an 11 plus 1, 12.
Plus 1, 12. So, okay. Couple things. You sense that she, again, there's no questions that are really gonna apply to this situation right now, so I'm gonna give you some stuff here.
Okay.
It's one of those where we're gonna change the rules a little bit. She doesn't. Yes, she seems nervous, absolutely. And Wilson, to Wilson, it just seems like typical nerves. However, there's something that you, with all of your experience, with all of everything that you notice, and she's a stranger to you.
Mm-hmm.
However, something in the way that she looks at you in the eyes is a sense of there's almost a challenge there, almost like almost a bit of anger
towards me directly, or
could be.
Okay.
With your 12, you also
can I do something that might help ease her a little bit?
Yeah, you can. But I will say this. I'll give you one more thing here.
Of course.
You sense. You have. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it's kind of like a spidey sense.
Okay.
Darby has been around the supernatural for so long. You kind of sense it. And
Yeah.
whether she has been touched by the supernatural or there's just something about the situation that is definitely along those lines, you can't tell, but she is definitely giving off that aura.
That that something supernatural happened last evening or currently is happening. Okay. Well, okay.
Maybe both,
Maybe,
maybe
okay.
one or the other. It's hard to tell.
All right. In that case, I just say, Miss Angela, I'm not accusing you of anything, ma'am, but may I ask, do you smoke?
Do I?
I only ask because when I am nervous, this helps calm my nerves, and I am willing to offer you one to help you because I can sense that you are having a trying day.
She looks to Wilson, looks back to you, says, "No, I don't smoke. No."
That's all right. Ma'am, we are going to investigate as much as we can to get to the bottom of this. Before I leave, if there was anything out of the ordinary, even if you say that I couldn't explain that to my own mother, I would appreciate hearing those clues right now.
No, I can't think of anything, so.
Thank you for your time, ma'am. Wilson, let's go.
And you and Wilson take off. And now we get to Hux and Winnie. I need, Hux.
Hmm?
I'm gonna have you roll an investigative mystery for me. And Winnie, I have your success from earlier, which will come through here.
Okay. 10.
10. Fantastic. You two get to work in the library. Maybe a bit reluctantly at first, Winnie, but honestly, it's kind of cool. Like, this whole monster hunter thing, like, you're researching monsters right now. Like, ancient beings from another realm, another plane of existence. Like, this is insane and cool. And having Hux here honestly only helps a little bit because she knows her shit in this category. The two of you spend hours doing this until essentially duskfall, really. And it's, time passes throughout the day and whatnot. For the sake of our real life time, I'm just kind of speeding up the day here as you guys all were doing your different activities and whatnot. So Hux and Winnie. Hux, you are searching your personal database that you have kind of cataloged and whatnot, while Winnie is kind of assisting you. You're kind of telling her, check that section over there. Winnie, you like run down the hall and like look through some tomes and like dusty and whatnot, and you pull out some things and like cross-reference. What the two of you find, so let it be known too, the Duskfall Society, they do their best to catalog monsters, sightings of monsters, where they were from, what took them down, did they escape, how many they kill, what do they kill, how do they kill, like so much different research, but it's all been like collected from all over the world, so there's all different languages and then passed down through time, and it's a little tricky. So all of your research seems to land on something called, in different languages, but the best translation is a bone strider. You catch that this is a demon of sorts. But unlike a lot of other demons, like, for instance, Percy, you're very familiar with demons called the Heartless. I'm sorry, I said Percy. Winnie, you're very familiar with demons called the Heartless. as they are the ones who killed your parents, essentially. But this demon is of a different kind. This demon doesn't, at least they call it a demon, you know what I mean? Like, it's whatever. But it doesn't have a body of its own. And it's called the Bone Strider because it seems to latch on to somebody and ride their body, essentially. And when it is done with that person, it leaves them. But and this is what caught on to you. When it leaves them, their bodies are broken, is what it says. No longer in use, basically. And beyond that, so it tends to eat their memory while it is inside of them. That's what it searches for.
Okay.
Winnie, your further kind of knowledge and kind of delving into this and whatnot, it seems to be drawn specifically to tragic figures, to those who are in great pain or anger or fear. And it seems to both amplify and absorb that pain, anger, fear, whatever it may be, until it is all like sapped out, and then it'll move.
Okay.
Have I ever heard of this before? Anything like it?
There are definitely things like this that maybe you've come across before, but you know that you would have. This was never your area of expertise, and you may have some friends.
I was wanting to do this
across the Duskfall network that maybe.
Can I do some research?
Please.
I'm gonna use net friends, and I can contact my people on the internet to find who can help.
Ooh, cool. And then can I simultaneously also call my Uncle Wilson?
Yeah.
And be like, okay, because I'm gonna use my mentor thing.
Oh, sick! Yeah.
Roll.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mine is roll plus charm, so I just roll charm.
Yeah.
Oh god. That's a 4.
Okay.
I burned some bridges.
Now, I will say, each of you have a luck point.
Wait, I can use that
And if
even
you,
if I've
you have
rolled?
one luck point that you can just make your roll an automatic success.
I
So-
want to use this.
Okay.
This is my biggest thing.
Okay. Great.
I want to use it.
So, you use your luck roll. You call up, Charlie Houston, who is also a member of the Duskfall Society. In fact, he was one of your first kind of like maybe rivals slash like peers slash now friends within the society itself. He's based out of we'll say, what's a good place? Where is he based out of?
Atlanta.
There you go.
Atlanta? Yeah. He's based out of Atlanta. There's also a rip near Atlanta. And you call him up. What'd you get? 12.
Right?
And so what happens on a 10 or more?
Oh, on 10 plus, they're available and helpful. They can fix something, break a code, hack a computer, or get you some special information.
Great. Special information it is.
Yes.
Charlie, are you calling? Are you like typing?
I'm typing. I'm typing furiously.
Okay.
I'm like, Charlie, we got to sit here. You ever heard of the what is it? The bone?
The Bone Strider.
Strider. You ever heard of the Bone Strider, Charlie?
Types back, Sup
Who are you
Hux.
talking to?
Good to hear from you. Bone Strider, sure. a classic.
A classic. Well, give me all the information you got, buddy. Send
I'm
it
just
my
like
way.
leaning over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Typing
This
back
is
to
so
you.
cool.
He says, the Bone Strider is an old myth from ancient fucking, I don't know, Greece or something. And he says, it jumps from body to body, feeding off of the soul, while breaking the body. And he says, very deadly, and hard to catch.
Yeah.
Ask him
How do
what
we
he
do
means.
that?
Well, no, but
how
ask
do
him what
we
he means
stop
by
that?
breaking the body. That's what we don't know.
Oh, and also, how do you break the body?
He just says, unknown, different accounts, specify different things, but usually always leaves victims with broken bones.
Well, there's our broken bones.
Okay.
Okay, so nothing. Where does it go when it's not in the body?
He says, great question, Hux. This is why you're paid the big bucks. Ha
I
ha.
know.
And he says, according to legend, it can only transfer in darkness. So not during the day. Must happen at night.
And it lives in the darkness.
It lives in the body. It has to have a body to live
So
in.
it is in another body right now. If we've got a broken boned man, it's in another body. Question mark, exclamation point.
And then like there's like those dots that come up for a long time and then they go away. And then they come back. It just says Correctamundo.
Oh, shit, Charlie. We got big stuff happening over
Charlie.
here in Smalltown.
But also remember that Sugar said that the lamp in the alley was out. Like that. Remember, like the street light was out because they were doing renovations, so
Oh,
it would have been
shit.
dark.
Oh shit. All right, Charlie.
He says,
If you come across any other information,
he says, oh,
please-
one more thing.
Yes.
He says, it moves. Oh, it seeks out, specifically, people who are hurting. Their souls are hurting.
Yes.
It needs
Yes.
that.
Got it.
Therefore,
Pain people.
ergo, vis-a-vis,
Yep, got it, Charlie.
it may be assumed that if you're trying to defeat it or remove it, push it, expunge it from a body, honestly, joy may be the answer.
Oh,
Or
Charlie.
bravery. Honestly, just the opposites of anger or
Yeah.
fear or pain.
Some therapy,
pleasure,
maybe.
maybe.
What do we tell
Got
it?
it.
Stand up or whatever?
yeah. Charlie. ... You're the man. Forever
Oh
and
my
always.
God. You guys are like in love.
No, I fucking hate this guy, but I also love him.
Oh my God, it's like
He
an
knows.
enemies to lovers love story, and I so dig it.
He
Happy to
knows
help,
how it is.
Hux. Keep it safe out there in the boonies.
Oh my
TTYL.
God, that means he so loves you.
Wow.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
We don't have time for this, Winnie. We gotta go.
Okay, you're
All
right.
right.
Okay.
Wait.
Winnie, were you calling?
Yeah, I'm gonna call my Uncle Wilson.
Okay.
Okay. And so like I can roll. It says that I can roll sharp
Mhm.
to get info.
Mhm.
So do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if he knows anything about this. I got a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna again. We've kind of passed through time with the two of you, Darby. In that time, you have you and Wilson left Angela, and you have gone to well, I think you maybe go check out like your new digs where you're gonna be living. Maybe a hotel for a second or something. Meanwhile, Wilson says like he'll meet you later, maybe later back at headquarters. Percy, you are leaving. You've left the hospital. I don't know. What do you think you've done in that time period? Did you go back to HQ? Did you check in? Sorry, you're muted right now, Taylor.
I might have just like called the house to check on Nana on my way back to HQ.
Okay. Percy, is that you?
Yep, that's me, Nana. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Would you just watching The Price is Right?
Oh, yep, exciting day. Okay, please, I left some meatloaf for you in the fridge. Make sure you eat it. It's really important. You need it to survive, Nana.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, I'll see you in a couple hours. I hope. Okay, I'll see you soon. I love you.
You love you.
Bye.
Bye. So anyway, all of this has happened. The sun is setting. It is dusk is beginning, and Winnie, you call your uncle. He answers the phone. Winnie.
Okay,
Hey, you
so
okay?
we found out that it's a bone strider,
Okay.
apparently.
Sure.
And yeah, no, and it hops from like people who are upset to other people who are upset, and it can only travel in darkness.
So
And
Wilson,
like,
we all gotta have so much joy in our bodies right now. We need to see that. We need
Yeah.
to protect ourselves with joy, okay?
Yeah, super
I
easy.
guess apparently that's the opposite, and that'll help. But like, do you know anything about how to catch this?
I no, honestly, I don't.
Justin, is this the character that I am sitting with? Are you and I together right now?
No, you went to your
Okay.
hotel.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's no longer with you at the moment. And if you wanted to, Darby, after you could head to the headquarters after you check into your hotel if you wanted to do that. Like we can, and in fact, we can just say Darby and Percy, the two of you come down in the elevator. As Winnie is having this talk, and Hux maybe catches you both up on what they found, while Winnie's talking to her uncle.
Yeah, and I think
Bone
before I
strider.
left my hotel, I just turned on one little lamp at the bedside. That's just something I want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic. So Winnie, your Uncle Wilson says, yeah, right. Listen, kiddo, I'm still down at the station here trying to wrap up some of the paperwork from this morning. So, I gotta let you go here in a second, but, no, hang on a sec. Hey. Yeah, no, it's okay. Come on in. Yeah, sure, I can talk.
Who is it?
All right.
Uncle, who is it?
Hey, Winnie, I gotta go.
Who is it? Who's there?
What?
Who's with you?
It's Angela Foreman. Look, I gotta get going, okay?
Okay,
Be safe. I love you.
love you too. Bye.
Hangs up the phone.
What happened?
Okay, you guys, so apparently he's with Angela Foreman. She just walked in, so he couldn't talk to me anymore. He didn't really say anything. He doesn't have any ideas. But we have to find out who this thing jumped onto.
Hey, new guy. What'd you find out when you talked to her?
Angela?
Mm-hmm.
She said that that fella Lewis was acting stranger than usual. I got a sense that there was something more afoot than just a simple affair. That's between everyone in this room. There may or may not be an affair going on.
She was with him last night, though?
Yes, she was outside the sticky lime.
Do we need to be concerned that Angela has the body snatcher thing?
Well, yeah, like, was she weird? Like, I mean, you know.
I am not familiar with the woman. Wilson, is Wilson present?
No.
No.
All right.
He could be
He's
getting
talking
his
to
body
Angela
snatched.
right now.
Oh. All right. Yes, I would say that there does seem to be something strange about her.
When he call your uncle.
Okay,
Right now.
no, I'll
We all
call him
gotta
back,
go.
but we have to get in the car and
Gotta
go
go.
there. Yeah, now, let's go in the car. Everyone, move.
I will say, Percy, you're probably the one, maybe you and Darby as well, are the first to think of it, but, I mean, it's after dusk now, and I want to say this too, y'all, like, I think I told you this, but maybe not the audience, there is a sort of shimmer effect over the entire town. It's a spell that was cast by the Duskfall Society, like 200 years ago, basically. And it essentially keeps the mundane people in town from seeing bizarre or supernatural events. Okay, so if there's like a demon crossing the street, like rah, they might see, oh, look at that grizzly bear crossing the street, get it out of here, you know. They like it shifts their you know, it's a shimmer effect that shifts them to
their
be able to
perception
comprehend
is-
what's happening. And it's the same thing that allows people to, like, it kind of erases a bit of their, like, memory over what happened as well. Like, if something happened directly to somebody, they can kind of put that shimmer effect and they remember it differently. But I just want you to know that. But the other thing is, so it's dusk now. You know that there are monsters that come out at night here. So typically you would armor up. Typically, you would go to the armory across from the library down here, throw some armor on, grab yourself a weapon, and get going.
Can we take the tunnels
Sure.
underground?
They don't go... So they go to, like...
Police station?
They don't go, like, to every building by any means. They just kind of go to a few other, like, exits in town. But you could take one that goes closer to the police station. Yeah.
Okay, and...
Okay.
All right. So what, Hux,
God,
what have
guys.
you learned about this monster?
It
Right.
does not. I'm gonna say all this while I'm putting armor on.
Great,
Yeah, I
me
know, you guys,
too.
it's like my first armor thing. I'm so
I'm
excited.
filling you in about all of this as we put on armor and get our stuff and start walking.
So,
or
Hux,
taking the
you're
tunnel.
filling Darby in on more of this. All of you, if you like, you can go ahead and take a +1 armor, which you can describe to me how it looks, if you'd like. So that's going to go on your gear, and essentially anytime you take harm, now this is armor specifically from, like, physical damage, physical harm, essentially. So anytime physical harm is given to you, you'll just subtract 1 from it, because that's your armor soaking it in.
Okay.
And then there's also weapons. Now, Winnie, you're putting on your armor, you're like, oh, this is so exciting. And you stop for a second, and you flash back remembering the first time that your uncle brought you down here. It was 2 weeks ago. I mean, it was not that far back. It was just a few days after your parents had died, and it was, you know, he was grieving harshly as he is now, and he brought you down here, told you the truth about what the society is, and told you that it was your choice whether you wanted to know the truth or whether you wanted to let the effects take hold and let you go on, you know, red pill or blue pill, basically. And you chose this, of course. And you remember, like, sitting in his, like, little office area when this was happening. You remember there was like a box, like a wooden box kind of on the wall, and he was treating it with such care. You also recall that box being at your house at different times. You remember seeing it, not really knowing what was inside, or if you ever saw it, you just can't really remember what it was. But you think of that now as you are getting armored up and whatnot.
Cool, I go over to the box and I open it.
You open the box, and inside you see a battle axe. It is beautiful and ancient, and you instantly know that this was your mother's battle axe.
Mm. Yeah, and I pick it up.
It is fucking heavy. It is so heavy. In fact, you are gonna have, like, it'll do big damage, but you're gonna have a -1 to if you try to kick some ass with this, just to
Worth
try
it.
and hit, because
Worth
it
it.
is, you have no training with this thing, and it is very heavy.
No, I'm so down. Like, she would choose nothing else. No, this is it.
Okay.
Like, I'm like, you guys, look.
Same. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh,
What a
God, we're all
full
gonna-
Yeah,
circle
Mom.
moment.
Fuck yeah. All
Um,
right.
Percy, there is a bat with your name on it. I mean, it's your go-to.
Yep.
Your softball bat. It can, maybe it has like some nails, sticking out of it or something.
Yep.
What about Hux and Darby? What do you think you guys use?
I think is there anything like slightly electrical? Or is that too crazy? Like a taser for monsters.
Yeah, no, you could have a really powerful taser. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's
like
what
a
I have.
paddle prod.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think that Darby would have come in with some of his own stuff, and in my head, the armor he would have would be sort of like doubled up shin guards or tripled up shin guards that he wears on his shins, and then he just takes off his boots, slips one thing off at a time, and puts it on each part of his limb. So there's something that goes on the bicep, something that goes on the forearm,
Sure.
and all down the leg. So he's got extra padding there. And after learning that this thing can only maneuver around in darkness, I think he's going to be looking around for any sort of like tiny lamps that they might have. Because I know
Cool.
they're not really obeying protocol down here.
Mhm.
Could I investigate to see if there are any lamps?
I will tell you, just to save us on time.
Yes.
There are 2 lamps that use like electric lamps, basically. Yes.
Gotcha.
They are smaller. They're desk lamps that would be used for so they have like the little like angle.
So they require outlets.
They do. Yeah, absolutely.
Can I
That's
look
what the
over at
cables
Darby
are. The
and
cables
say,
give you access to outlets down here.
can I look over at Darby and like pull out my phone and turn on my flashlight on my phone? Be like,
And I'm going to...
Darby, we got it.
All right.
Right
He
here.
slaps on the last thing on his arm.
And as you all rush down the tunnel, out towards potential danger, we're gonna take our quick break here. So we're gonna take 5 minutes just to get up and stretch, grab a drink real quick before we head into the finale here. So stick around. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Awesome.
And we are back. Hello. Hello, everybody. Thanks for sticking around with us. Let's jump right back into it. So you all head down the tunnel, find your way through basically, Percy, Hux, you know these tunnels very well. And you emerge in the street. It is dark out. Not many people around, and you see the police station up ahead. You see your uncle's truck parked on the side, as per usual. But yeah, he seems to still be there. What do you want to do?
Okay, you guys, I think we should sneak it through the window.
Okay, we just gotta go in. We gotta go
They're
in.
with you in windows.
Winnie, call your uncle. Call him.
Okay, I'm calling
Be
him.
calling him nonstop to get his attention.
Okay.
You call, it
as we're
rings, and rings, rings.
Right.
Oh my god, pick up.
Voicemail.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We
You know
just
what?
gotta go.
We just have to go in. We have to go in. I'll keep calling him, but we have to go in.
Yeah, gotta go in the front door.
You all are rushing that direction. Darby, your kind of sense of the supernatural. You've been doing this longer than anybody else, and you definitely know your shit. You sense whatever's happened in this police station is one thing, but you also sense that there is there's something else here as well, another presence, possibly a new one. You know how this goes. Any night, any given night, more monsters could be coming at any time. They just slip in from the shadows. Ooh. Don't see anything, but yeah.
Be on your guard. Shout if anything happens. I don't think we're alone here.
I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
let's
you
just
are.
Get in the fucking police station.
Winnie.
Because my uncle's gonna what?
No, go ahead. What?
Because my uncle is gonna fucking get fucking possessed by this stupid Bone Strider thing, and we need to
also-
fucking go.
Everybody, maintain your centers of joy because Lord knows this thing is gonna come get you if you're all icky inside. So let's just keep going.
Percy just rolls her eyes and starts walking towards the police station.
And and while she does that, I think as we keep walking, I just say, and you, youngin', you were saying that we might be facing a monster that just has a giant fist that beats us to a pulp.
Well, no, I didn't know anything. Okay.
That's all right. I just want to calm you down. I drew you a picture. Now that we all have a bit of joy, let's go kill us a beastie.
Darby, I like you.
So stupid. I loved it.
So what? You get to the police station. Are you just going in the front door? What's the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm going in the front
All
door.
right, Hux,
Yeah.
you walk through the front door. You walk inside. The lights are off.
Oh, can I turn the lights on?
You go to turn the lights on.
Uh-huh.
I think
You flick them up
Nothing.
and down. Nothing.
Nothing?
Oh shit.
I'm
keep my phone
thinking
out.
I'm thinking we should be a little more cautious about it, just because we know that it can only move in darkness.
I know,
So
we gotta get
let's.
some light
So
going.
Darby, what do? You see Hux and Winnie go in through the front door. What do you do, Darby?
I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna set up a light, just at setting it up right here, at the door frame, so that it can't cross the front door. I just want to have a beam of light on the floor, so if it's gonna cross through the front, it is gonna be stopped.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What about Percy? What are you doing?
I am going around the back of the building to see if I can check the breakers.
Okay. Awesome.
Can I do that thing that Inigo Montoya does with the battle axe, where he's like, "Guide my battle axe,
Like
guide
a
my
dowsing
battle
rod.
I'm like, show me where to go, mother, please."
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen.
I mean, I'm gonna keep walking.
Hux, in the dark, you have your flashlight out?
I have my flashlight
Okay.
out, but I cannot let my partner
Yeah.
go down.
We're gonna take this in one by one here. So Hux,
Yeah.
you with your flashlight on, just start moving through the police station. It's dark and you don't see much. Go ahead and roll me a
Can I? Mhm.
what's up?
I just, as I'm moving through the darkness, I'm just gonna start singing, Wilson's favorite song that he loves to hear me sing when I'm
Okay.
working. So I'm just gonna be going through singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Okay.
Oh, what a beautiful day." Just anything.
Okay. Good. Go ahead. I need you to roll me read a bad situation. While you're
Sure.
doing that,
Uh-huh.
Percy, you are around the back. You are go ahead and roll me just roll me a, we'll say, help out.
Okay. Help
Plus cool.
out is a cool.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
A 6. Okay, take a point of
I got a
experience. That's a
9.
failure.
Cool.
Percy, you got a what?
9.
A 9. Okay. For help out, I believe that gives... It grants +1 to their roll, but you expose yourself to trouble or danger. Percy, you go around the back, and you see that the breaker indeed has been shut off. You, knowing your way around this, flip it on, and the lights turn on inside of the police station. However, Percy, as you feel pretty good about yourself doing that, you hear... And you, like, turn around and like, what? You hear... There's a street light nearby, and it's casting downward in a way that creates these kind of like long shadows behind the building here. Emerging from one of these shadows, you see this little creature of pure shadow as it stares at you. Percy, no matter how many of these demons you've seen, every time, I think it takes you back to the first time, and for a moment you're just like frozen there, but it's looking at you, and then from the shadows over here another one emerges, and another one, and another one, and you see in front of you creatures completely made of shadow that are just rushing towards you. We'll come back to you in a second. Darby.
And was that in the back of the building?
Back of the building, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Darby, you don't see that, but you see the lights come on, and when they do, a few of them start to flicker, and you see legs knocked out, knocked
Like
knocked
ants
out.
running across the station.
You see a pair of legs knocked out behind what would be the reception, like the front desk area.
Okay.
And you kind of look back there. You see there is an officer just like on the ground unconscious. Winnie, Winnie, go ahead and actually, I'm gonna roll roll weird for me.
Very cool. Okay, I got a 7.
7?
Yeah.
7. All right. So it does work.
Okay.
But it has an effect and it has a glitch. Okay? So,
Okay.
as far as effects go, and you can choose one of these, but I'm gonna say go ahead. I'm gonna tell you, based on what you were trying to do, you basically communicate with something that you do not share a language with, is what I'm gonna say.
Oh.
And I'll tell you more about that in a second. And then the glitch, is that, interesting. Okay. Okay, so the glitch is that the magic draws immediate unwanted attention. So here's what happens, Winnie. You hold out your axe in front of you, and you're kind of just like trying to channel your energy, your focus into it. You see the axe itself, like the metal of it, kind of glow. Just like hum very slightly. Almost like you, honestly, blinking, you might have missed it, but it just glowed for a second. And you feel a strong impulse dead ahead to the left. There is a strong sense of evil right there. And then, as your magic tells you that, it shifts, like, abruptly, and then shifts again, and you see, walking, like, standing, like, what am I trying to say, shifting their way through the police station, you see your Uncle Wilson, wheel their chair, like, quickly swerving around the hallway, and then looking straight at you. And that is where the evil presence is coming from, Winnie.
Oh shit. Guys?
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and enter our little combat-esque thing here. So I'm gonna say, hang on, let me get a little bit of like some better music going on here. What's this one? That'll work.
Spooky.
Be a monster smash.
This'll work. All right. So, anybody can start. You have Wilson Knight in his wheelchair heading towards you. The lights are on. Winnie, you're right there. Hux, you are in a different part of the police station because your read a bad situation led you to the wrong spot. So you're kind of like in the back where like the cells are, thinking that
Great.
that's where the right place to go.
Do I
Darby,
hear anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
Darby, you are at the front, and you can see behind that Winnie is there. She said, "Guys," and that's that. Percy, you're in the back with a bunch of shadow demons.
Neat.
Take it away, somebody.
Okay, I guess I will start.
Okay.
Is there any like beam of light or anything nearby?
The street light is what's casting these shadows.
Okay.
So yes, it is also giving off a bit of light. Yeah.
Are there any windows into the building nearby?
Yes. Around basically where you turn on the breaker, just down in the darkness, but there is light coming from the window, just a bit. But you'd have to move through a bit of darkness to get there.
Ooh, okay. So I could either move to the streetlight and potentially strand myself there, or I could try and move towards the window to reunite with people.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and conjure up a nice little happy memory while I sprint towards the window.
Okay. What memory?
Fucking sailing with my dad and my little sister on the pond.
Go ahead and roll me. This is gonna act under pressure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so gotta be cool. I rolled
Keep
an
your cool,
8.
man. You got an 8?
Yes.
So cool.
All right. So with an 8, I'm gonna give you a choice. You can make it to the window, and you can basically jump through before these shadow creatures get you. You are gonna take a fair amount of damage from jumping through a glass window. Or you can try to run and basically run past the window down to the other end of the alley. There is a better chance the creatures will get you that way, but I will actually let you roll to kick their ass, basically, in that moment, to let you see how the roll does, and then that'll determine what kind of damage you take. So take auto damage, but get inside, or possibly take no damage, but stay outside.
There's no way I can use the bat to break the window.
For the sake of this being a hard choice, no.
Okay. Let's. I'm pretty tough, so let's go through the window.
Okay. To be clear, I mean, flavor-wise, yes, you can use the bat to break it and get inside, but you're still gonna take harm no matter what.
Yeah, it's fine. It's glass. I accept that.
So, okay, great. You go that direction. You are going to take 2 harm from the glass. Your armor does help against that, so that's only 1 harm, technically. As you dive through the window, breaking the glass, you all hear that. Hux, you definitely hear that. Mm-hmm. And you all, you kind of break through the window. Percy, you are the glass, the lights are on, but next to you, you see in a pool of blood, you see Angela Foreman. She looks like her body is extremely fucking broken. Who's next?
Can I, once I hear the glass break,
Yeah.
just like run towards that
Yeah,
sound
sure.
since I'm over by the cells?
You run in, you see what's happening here. Well, I mean, you see Winnie with her axe kind of out, stretched forward, like 8 feet away from her uncle. You don't see Percy anywhere. You don't see where the glass broke, but you do see Darby over on the side. What do you do?
I'm behind them.
Yeah, I mean, you're like in the same vicinity.
Oh,
It's I mean, imagine, if you will, a police station. There's like, halls with like cubicle kind of things there. Like it's like you're like a bullpen type situation here. So there's like desks.
I think I'm gonna and sorry, Wilson is going towards.
Yeah. Well, he
Everybody.
stopped when he had
stopped.
the axe out.
I think I'm gonna like come up to him
Okay.
as best I can,
All right, and do what?
slowly and calmly, and I just want to say, "Hey, buddy. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?"
Hux, make me a. This is gonna be an act under pressure.
Oh, cool. Six.
Mark another experience for yourself. You do that, and you see from out of nowhere, Wilson, just like shifts like his whole like neck again, like it's like a puppet. Like his bones are wooden puppet pieces, and he just like kind of turns towards you, and his gun is now pointed at you.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna act under pressure.
Okay.
I want to rush over and push the gun. I'm gonna like slide in and push the gun up.
Okay.
And scream out to everybody else, what makes him happy? That's what I want to do.
Okay.
So.
Roll me. This is gonna be an act under pressure as well.
Okay, and I want to take, and I'm going to do a move that is bottle it up, and that just says, if you want, you can take up to +3 bonus when you act under pressure. For each +1 you use, the keeper holds 1.
Okay.
That hold can be spent later. Okay, so act under pressure.
So how many are you using?
Let's use 2.
2?
Let's
okay,
use
so you
2.
get +2 to your roll right now, and I
All
get
right.
+2 to use against you later.
Yikes!
Crap, man.
Okay. So, all right, and is that cool?
That is
tough?
cool. That is cool.
Cool. Okay.
You're so cool.
Cool. Thanks.
Keep you cool, Riz.
All right. 7, 8, 9. So 9 + 2 is 10. Oh, 11.
11.
Okay, great.
All right. You do exactly that. You slide underneath, push his arm up, and you have his wrist. Basically, the gun is not pointed at anybody at the moment.
Great. And I shout, "What brings him joy?"
He loves to cook pancakes and
His family.
yeah, my Uncle Bo's and like doing the stupid hat dance that we do in the costume shop.
And I just start rattling that off like right into his face, and I'm like, "Pancakes, man, with
I don't think
pancakes with your family. That
I don't know
stupid
if it's
hat dance you
helping.
do."
Okay. Winnie, what do you do?
I like kind of like talk to the axe and I'm like, Mom, I could really use some help right now. I need you to talk some sense into my Uncle Wilson.
Okay.
Just because there was that little spark earlier. I would not
I
have
will
done that.
let you use magic here since you've started it. Yeah, go for it if you want to.
I'm doing it.
All right.
Rad.
I got a 9.
Great. Okay, another mixed
Alright.
success just like before. I am going to say that you... Okay, here's what happens.
Cool.
You say this to the axe, and you are desperately thinking, and you're imagining all of those beautiful memories, right? The things that make your uncle happy. You know he has been grieving. He lost his sister. He lost his 2 best friends, basically, your parents, just a short amount of time ago. And you know, I mean, he was the leader. He blames himself. And there's guilt, and there's anger, and there's pain, and he is like one beautiful cocktail for this creature. And as you say that to your axe, to what may be the spirit of your mother, honestly, who knows? It glows once more. This time, glowing very bright. All of you kind of like, you know, your eyes, I mean, it's hard to look at. And the creature who, is kind of not really there, you see, Winnie, nobody else, but you see the shade, the shadow of his his shadow of his face. Like the light is kind of beaming down on him, and the shadow shifts and starts to kind of like almost like a etch-a-sketch, just kind of like shift around his body, his person. This light is hurting it, and in fact, that does 2 harm to the Bone Strider.
Yeah.
It hates that. It hates the memories, the joy, the love that is coming off of your axe. However, because you rolled a mixed success, there is a glitch as well. And in that moment, the light, and just like, all of the lights shatter, and you are once again in complete darkness. At which point, you hear all around you, just these sounds of the demons who seem to appreciate the shadow. We are back to the top of the order. Anybody can go. Who wants to go first? Next, I should say.
I'd like to go because as far as I know, I've still got my arm on his wrist holding the gun up.
Yep.
I'm going to get out my lighter and just flick it away. And I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it between our faces. And I'm going to say, I think Wilson's a swell guy. What do you think? And I think I'm just trying to, let me see. What kind of move would this be? I think I'm just going to say, I'm going to say this is a protect someone. I'm trying to protect Wilson from any further like bone breakage or neck snapping around.
Sure, I like that.
I'm trying to get this thing's attention to protect him.
Roll a protect someone.
All right. Okay. Protect someone. Tough. Okay, here we go. Boop. Oh, did it work? There it is. Okay. It's a 7. Mixed success. Yep. I don't got any other
7
bonuses on that.
To protect someone. So you 7 is going to yes, you protect them, but you are going to suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get.
Yikes!
So,
all right.
What this is going to mean, Darby, is that you're in darkness, and you feel again that sense that you have, you feel that evil start to enter your person. You feel your hand start to get cold as it rushes down your arm. And
okay.
That's what's happening right now.
Ooh. All right.
Darby,
and it's dark,
immediately,
isn't it?
immediately you start to think about the people you've lost, the loneliness you feel, the fact that you have no family, you have no home, you could mean really nothing to anybody.
Gotcha.
Who's going next?
Can I? Oh, sorry.
Go for it.
Just because I'm right there in
Yeah,
front
go
of
for
the
it.
gun, can I grab the gun out of Wilson's hand,
Okay.
or at least attach myself? Because can I see Darby changing, like his face changing?
It's so dark in here. Do you
Oh,
still
I
have your
can't see.
flashlight out?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I've
the
still got the
minute.
lighter in between our faces, so
Oh,
I don't
you
know
do.
if that matters. So the lighter is lit,
okay.
waving around.
I
And
don't.
when it goes dark, I pull my phone out again.
Here, we're gonna roll me a weird, and this will determine whether or not you can see the shift happening.
A A 10.
A 10. Yes. You can tell in the bit of flickering light, you see this immense shadow shift from Wilson towards Darby.
I say, Darby, I go towards the gun and I start talking to Darby and I'm saying, Darby, do not give in to this darkness, Darby. Think of all of the good things in your life. Think about why you do this. Think about everything that brings you joy. And
You don't know me.
What is going on? Just get him away from my uncle. Just break the seal.
Break the seal.
I think, because I'm going to get the gun out of his hand.
Yeah. Go for it.
I take the gun out of his hand.
Act under pressure.
I roll that. Sorry. Oh, 2. Great.
Oh, God. You are
Try and take
failing
a
all
gun.
over the place. Take the XP points.
Okay.
You go to take the gun. And as you try to snatch it out of the hand, as the last bit of shadow is leaving Wilson and entering Darby, this whole thing just kind of shifts around and a gunshot goes off. And Darby, you are going to take 3 harm from getting shot
Yikes!
in the shoulder.
Oh my God, who got shot? Communicate, people. I can't see anything.
That is Hux's turn.
Okay.
Would I be able to communicate that I got shot?
Grown or something.
You want to, but you feel yourself try to cry out and nothing is coming out of your mouth.
Oh, and since I am armored, does that affect how much harm I take?
Oh, yeah, you take 1 less, so you take 2 harm instead of 3. Yep.
Okay, because I do have 2 armor.
You have 2 armor?
I do, because we added an armor in the armory. Or when we were arming up. I don't know.
What was your initial armor? You just had 1?
The initial armor was 1. You said we added 1.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just describing like story-wise. What was your initial armor? What was it?
It was the flak jacket. The flak jacket that is, or flak vest is what is on under the jacket and
Got
jean.
it. And then you added like some.
I added the shin guards made to limb guards.
Great. Then yes, you have 2 armor. So you only take 1 damage as the bullet hit your armor, your flak vest.
Ooh, yikes. Cool. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Who's next?
I'll go forward. Like, I think I'm gonna try to like blindly like run forward because I can't see what's happening, and I'm gonna try to like get my uncle out of there. Because that's instinct, man.
Let's see. We're gonna call this an act under pressure.
Okay. Is that cool? Yeah.
That's cool, baby. Let's
Cool.
go.
I got a 5.
Okay, that's not cool. You take an XP, taking a point of experience as you rush forward trying to help your uncle, but it's so dark in here. You forgot there was a guy that was like on the knocked. The legs are sticking out, and you full on trip and fall and just smack into the ground basically. This is gonna give you a point of harm, essentially. Yeah. The armor will not help with this one as you like smack your head on a desk.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, no bueno. And
can I continue to try to shout nice things?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Our dog, Avery. That one time I got really sick at Worlds of Fun.
Good. You keep shouting those things.
Yeah.
And we have Percy.
Yeah. So, are there any like boxes of papers or anything nearby that I can see?
Boxes of papers.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like case files,
Yes.
printer paper.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna grab one of those and dump it all over the floor and start sprinting for Darby's lighter.
Cool.
Smart.
Cool.
Which is out now, by the
Yeah,
way,
which
I would
is-
imagine.
yeah.
It's in my fist, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for the lighter.
Go ahead and roll me. I almost want to say kick some ass. I think this is going to be a kick some ass.
Yeah.
Because you're going to try to rip this thing out of Darby's hands. And Darby is not going to try and let you.
Can I argue for a +1 for my I know my prey perk against demons?
Yes, absolutely. Good call.
Yeah.
Demons are your chosen enemy.
Powers.
Are my thing. I got a 10.
10. You rush
Yes.
over, you grab, and you just like pull it off. Technically speaking, you get one of the following benefits. You either can gain the advantage, which allows you to take +1 forward or give +1 forward to another hunter. You can inflict terrible harm on Darby. You can suffer less harm, or you can force Darby where you want him. I think the one that makes the most sense may be the advantage at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna take.
Are you taking it or are you giving it?
Can I? Okay, so is lighting the papers on fire going to be a separate action?
No.
Then I will give it to whoever takes the next turn, who is not Darby.
Okay, so +1 to whoever goes next. Fantastic. So, Percy, you go grab the lighter and just toss it down, at which point a little trail of flame erupts as you see eyes, like, all down, looking your direction. They were very much about to enter this battle, and still are, but now you can at least see them. They do not seem to like that flame. So, Percy has gone. We're back up to the top. Now, Darby, I will say, when you take your turn, well, we'll discuss that in a second.
Okay.
But let's let the others go first.
I would also like to follow by, because paper burns pretty quickly, by telling other people to get more paper on the fire. It's evidence, but it's fine.
Okay. You know what? I feel a calling to the fire. And
Okay.
I am like, I can help this fire with my powers that are awakening in me on my first venture out into the field.
Okay.
So I want to try to use some magic.
What exactly are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to like sustain the fire with like I'm trying to like control the fire, pretty much.
Okay. With the intent that it doesn't go out? Or are
Yeah,
you trying
pretty
to
much.
cause damage to the demons? Or
Yeah, okay, damage to the demons, that's better, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Roll weird.
Alright.
Weird. And she gets a +1.
You do get a +1.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
it
Well, so I also get a +2, so I got a 5.
5. Take an XP point.
Not quite ready.
Winnie, you just hit your head. You start getting up. You're like looking at this fire. You're like, fuck it. I am magical. Let's go. And you like hold your axe and like, fire. And the Hang on. Let me just double check what the book recommends for
Magic fail.
failures on magic. Yeah, on a miss, you lose control of the magic. This never ends well, is what it says. Great.
Shit.
So you, and the flames do dip up, kind of, but you can't control them. All you've done is spark them higher, and everything starts catching on fire. All the shelves, the desks, the ceiling is starting to catch on fire. So, and also because of that, you get a little bit of a what do you call it? A back draft, and the fire comes right at you and kind of pushes you backward. You take 2 more harm. This time the armor wouldn't help you here either.
Okay.
This is like heat damage.
Ear.
Whoa, you guys. Where did that come from?
Okay. I would like to go next.
I love this team. Yeah, go. This is awesome. I love it.
Okay. So Percy immediately starts panicking. Fire is not Percy's friend. She has no idea what's going on. She like starts hyperventilating, and like her vision kind of starts to go dark a little bit. And the only thing she can think to do is just like fucking start saving people, because we're gonna start losing you, and that's like the worst thing ever. So Percy goes to Winnie, and I'm going to do my DIY surgery skill. When you do quick and dirty first aid on someone, roll plus cool on 10 plus. It's all good. It counts as normal first aid. Let's roll.
Go ahead and
cool.
roll, and we'll determine what happens here. And this is on Winnie.
I got a 9. It is indeed.
Okay.
Okay, so on a 7 to 9, it counts as normal first aid plus one of these, your choice. Stabilize the injury, but the patient takes a -1 forward. Or heal 1 harm and stabilize for now, but will return as 2 harm and become unstable again later. Heal 1 harm and stabilize, but the patient takes -1 ongoing until it's fixed properly.
So stabilizing would be if she's past the 3 harm mark. Winnie, what harm are you at right now?
I'm at 3.
Okay, so she's not unstable yet, so that wouldn't necessarily be
Let's do the middle one.
a necessary thing.
Yeah, so then I would say heal 1 harm and stabilize for now, but will return as 2 harm and become unstable again later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, and again, it says stabilize for now.
Yeah.
Don't even have to apply that second part, because so essentially it's just a first aid, and then you get the extra +1. So it's heal 2 essentially.
Okay, yeah.
Heal 2 to Winnie.
Okay.
As you go, immediately grab out of your like kit that you have in your pack, and you have, I don't know, some aloe vera. You just treat her wounds. You kind of wrap some
Resident Evil style.
Yeah, it's very
Juice.
very fast. Okay, good call. Keeping everybody alive. Hux?
Is Darby, are you on the floor? Are you laying, what are you doing?
Darby is kind of like kneeling on one knee, and is still holding on to Wilson, for until his turn, basically. But yeah. Actually, I take it back. He's no longer holding on because he got shot. So now he's there. He's still kneeling, but yeah.
I want to go right up to his face, go like make eye contact with him, turn my taser on towards wherever the shadows are coming from.
Okay.
And I want to say, Darby, you son of a bitch. That denim looks so fucking good on you. You look so cool and tough, and you are the best secret ops cleaner upper that I have ever seen in my entire life.
Roll,
You are an idol.
Hux, roll me a help out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
A 9.
A 9.
Straight 9.
Great.
Finally.
Hux, you say all of this to Darby. Darby, on your turn, I need you to roll me. This is just gonna be a weird roll, but you get a +1 on it because of Hux's help.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna add 1.
Oh, it's a good thing. Okay, good.
Okay, here we go. Oh shoot, that is a 3 failure.
All right. You, Darby, go ahead and take an point of expiration. Experience.
Okay,
Point of
got it.
experience.
Take it.
As you begin to feel your soul being eaten from the inside, you are gonna take 2 points of harm that cannot be covered by your armor.
Got it.
And you feel you hear Hux saying something about your denim suit jacket, whatever. That means nothing to you at this moment. You don't even know what she's talking about. Wait, who is she? Wait, where are you? Who are you? You're just starting to kind of lose it and spiral out a little bit. But that is your turn for the moment.
Spooky.
Oh no.
Who's next?
Thank you for the attempt.
You're welcome.
Oh. I would like to try my hand at maybe seeing if any of the panic in Percy can give rise to any sort of like parallel magic. If it's like the fire and everything, bringing back all the memories and stuff, that's how I'm going to justify that.
Roll a weird, and I will give you +1 on this.
Okay. So. Oh, fuck. I got a 4 + 1 is 5.
Percy, you start thinking about the fire. The fire is what does it, and you flash back to when you were a child, sitting on the curb, seeing your house burning down in front of you. And that anger, it does manifest inside of you in this very magical way, kind of the opposite of what you were hoping for, as your anger is so pure and so just immense that Darby, you shift, turning your head towards Percy, and just like tackling Percy.
And is the fire bigger at this point?
Fire has gotten bigger.
Great, lights back. Okay.
So here's what happens. Darby, I'm gonna need you to roll me another weird roll.
All right.
And I'm actually gonna give you a -1 on this one from before.
Yeah.
From when you took those 2 forward. So this is
All
one of
right.
my 2 that I get to use against you.
So is my
Okay.
uncle just like dead?
He's not dead. He's knocked out. Like, he is definitely unconscious in his wheelchair.
Is he broken though?
Hard to tell right now. There's a lot going on.
We'll investigate that after this encounter if we survive.
If we survive.
Spooky! Okay. All right, so rolling for a weird -1. Here we go. Ooh, a 10.
You son of a bitch. Darby
That's right.
Bennett, you son of a bitch.
Darby Bennett.
Darby,
Yes.
You feel the shadow within you start to leave your body and enter Percy as you pin her to the ground. You feel this immense anger within her, and it is just drawn to that. It needs it. But you, Darby, as you feel it leaving your soul, you're not broken. You're not, I mean, it didn't have time to, like, fully finish its meal, if you will, and you feel bits of yourself coming back, and with that happening, you force into it. What is Darby's happiest memory?
Ooh. Kicking my instructor's ass. The first time I was able to kick her ass.
Okay.
Yes.
You think of this. You think of the pride.
Because
you
she
felt.
was amazing. She was my hero, and she kept kicking my ass for years and years and years. And then that one day, I bested her in battle. I didn't, like, kill her. This was not like a fatal wound, but I was just like, oh my god, I pinned you. Yes.
So that joy, that excitement and pride channels through you, and as the shadow, as this bone strider leaves your body and enters Percy's, you feel it shriek in pain as you've caused it another 2 harm. And it enters Percy not doing so well. It is not great, but it is still kicking. And Percy, you feel that you know, Darby, you are now free, but you're weak as hell. Your body, you feel like you have a really bad flu. Percy, that darkness that has kind of cast itself over your life is present, and you just feel angry as hell, dude. Full of rage. Winnie or Hux?
Is there any way that I can use a manipulating thing on Percy to make her think I'm telling her great things about herself?
I mean, you can do the same thing you did for Darby, where you help out and try to give +1 to help her resist it. You do know Percy much better than Darby, so
right.
Depending on how well you do, it could help out.
So I could use manipulate though?
It would give a different effect, so that wouldn't actually give her like a +1 on anything.
Oh, okay.
That would. I'm gonna say right now you can't manipulate her.
Okay.
I mean,
then what
you
do
could,
I do
but
to
I would
do
give
the
you
other
like
thing?
a -2 on here.
No. I want to help.
Okay.
So help out. I'm
Help
doing
out.
a cool.
Yeah, plus cool.
I'm doing a cool, and I'm telling her all of the fantastic things about her life. I'm telling her, remember your Nana, and remember all of the people that you've saved.
Okay, so here's what happens on your mixed success. You got an 8. You are telling her these things, and you're so focused. You were focused on Darby. You're focused on Percy now. You're just trying to help your allies. You're kind of forgetting that you yourself are standing in shadow and very much in danger. I will give you a +1, Percy, because Hux is helping you out on your next roll to try and kick this thing. However, Hux, you yourself are going to, you hear like, and just like slashes come across your body as the shadows have attacked. So you're gonna take 3 harm.
-1.
-1, yes.
Okay.
-1. So 2 harm.
It's fine.
As you get slashed from these shadow creatures, these demons.
I'll take it.
You did get Percy. You broke through to Percy's mind a bit. Winnie.
Okay. What I want to try to do is like pin down Percy so that I can use the light from the axe to like hurt the demon or the bone slit.
So you want to? I'm sorry, the bone
Oh
slit.
no!
Slider.
That's a different game, guys.
Jesus. Okay, so I'm sorry. Say again. So you're
I
trying
want to like pin Percy and like try to make the axe like shine really bright again so I can like drive the demon out of her and like hurt the demon.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to roll me 2 things. Number 1, kick some ass.
Okay.
Let's see if you can pin her. And remember, you're gonna have a -1 on this, in addition to whatever normal modifier is, because you're using this axe that is pretty freaking heavy.
Is this a tough roll?
It's a tough roll.
Oh shit. You guys, maybe I should do this. I already
got
have
it.
-1.
This is
-2.
for Winnie.
roll,
I
but
feel like
someone's
this
gotta
is
do
the
it.
thing that over time Winnie would like get better at, is like actual fighting and getting tough. But you've only had a week of training.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, I got a 4.
Sure. Take a point of experience, and as you swing your axe to go like try and pin, it just gets caught on a desk, and it just like, oh, shit, are you? And then remember, when you try to kick some ass and you fail, your ass gets kicked. So. More demons filter in. You take 3 harm, minus your 1 for armor. 2 harm.
Okay.
Where are you at?
I'm at 3.
Oh, okay.
Good thing Percy healed you earlier.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. My goodness.
Okay. It is now.
Do you not want me to roll the other thing? that
No,
you?
it was.
Okay.
You had to roll this first, and then if you succeeded on this, you could roll the other one.
Cool. Okay.
Why don't we start with Darby?
Percy. Oh.
Start with Darby. Your body is weak. You're not feeling great. But you have kicked the demon. It doesn't seem like it was inside you for less time than it was inside Wilson. So his body like completely shut down afterward. Yours, you didn't feel any bones break. It just transferred over because it was only within you for a couple seconds. Still sucks, and your body's definitely taking a toll. What do you want to do? Your mind's a little foggy, but you get the basic sense of what's going on.
I'm gonna check in with the rest of the team. So I'm just gonna check in with Winnie and Hux.
Okay.
And just say what does Percy love? I'm gonna say, and it's like it comes out just like that. What does Percy love?
Okay, that was extra great because your internet was kind of going out a little bit, and so I was like,
What does Percy love? Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, you're just asking that question in general.
Yeah, I guess because these are all strangers, but now I'm realizing in order to beat this thing, like we need to know ourselves. And
She loves helping people. And
she loves helping people.
and nursing and blood.
I'm glad.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna try to.
I might have a concussion.
Yeah, for
I
real.
guess.
She likes
I don't
blood.
know. I guess this might. I don't know if this counts as read a bad situation, but I want to try to get Percy's attention and just start saying like, "You've helped so many people," and I'm like shooting in the dark.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna be like, you've helped people."
I'm gonna say this is a help out action.
Okay, help out, yeah.
Similar to what Deanna did earlier. But I'm gonna give you
Yes.
-1. This is your other -1 that you
Okay.
were owed.
And is that something you are able to do from your point in the game system, or is that something I need to manipulate in my charm?
Go ahead and so once you're gonna roll cool to help out.
Okay.
And after you click the dice button, it should come up, and you can say -1, basically.
Ah, there it is. Okay, let me do that. Here we go. We got a 6. A failure.
Okay. All right. You do fail. Go ahead and take a point of experience. And you don't know shit about Percy. You
say the
try
least.
and just nothing.
Yeah.
As you attempt to even like help out, you honestly, what you've done is actually caught her attention in a way. She needs something to take her anger out on, and you have just put yourself right front and center.
I've got limb guards. Yeah.
Limb guards.
Come at me.
All right. Let's see. Let's go. Who wants to go next? Percy, go ahead.
Okay, so when he asks what does Percy love, like the very first answer is like these people who I'm watching crumble around me in a burning building, right? So the only answer that I can really think of is just to absolutely like completely and totally give into this fury that I have right now. And I'm going to use the Never Again perk because I have just watched Winnie get her ass kicked and Darby get his ass kicked, and I've watched Hux get her ass kicked. And never again in combat, I may choose to protect someone without rolling as if I had rolled a 10 plus, but you may not choose the option suffer little harm. So I'm just gonna give in to this anger like completely and entirely, and to put that energy towards just like letting it erupt out of me in whatever way might protect these people.
Okay.
And yeah. Oh, do I have a +1 from Hux as well?
You do, yeah.
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 I also have the Know My Prey, which is a +1 when pursuing, fighting, or like investigating the breed of monster that caused your loss. I don't know if that counts though.
Okay. Roll me weird, just to see how this goes.
Okay, just like with a no modifier.
You can add the +1 from Hux to this because it didn't really do anything for your other thing.
11.
Ooh.
All right, Percy, you take the anger, take the power within you, and instead of trying to fight it, accept it and turn the anger into a determination to not let what happened to you ever happen again to these people, to anyone. And your eyes, as you all can see, like Percy's eyes just start to glow. It may be a trick of the light, it may be the flames in front of her face, but Percy, your eyes catch on fire. You, smoke starts kind of coming out of your nostrils a bit, just kind of billowing upwards as you, like, hearken deep inside of yourself, feeling the anger, the pain as a child to right now, and just scream. And with that scream, the darkness, this bone strider within you, it didn't realize just how angry you were, and it couldn't handle it. And you break it. You cause it only had 1 hit point left anyway, but you do enough damage to it, it just dissolves within you, letting it burn out through your scream. this shadow that just amasses in the air. All of you can see it. And just like smoke dissipates and is gone. And although there's these shadow creatures all around, when Percy lets out that primal cry, they seem to disappear as well. They know a demon hunter when they see one. Percy, you've taken the first major step in becoming a true monster hunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you all have exterminated. You've busted the ghost, essentially. We will cut forward to the following morning. After that scream, after that night, nothing really bothered you the rest of the night. You were able to get Angela to the hospital. She survived, but like Lewis, is in a lot of pain. After having the Bone Strider inhabit her body for about 24 hours, it took a toll. And so she also had many broken bones and all kinds of things like that. Uncle Wilson, excuse me, you took him to the hospital as well, but he simply needed some rest. He had a few cracked ribs, but nothing that he can't recover.
Did he have
from.
a sprained neck from that twisty
Yeah,
head
he had a real bad kink in his neck. Yeah.
Damn, Wilson. Yeah, okay.
But you all visit him, or rather, he leaves the hospital. I mean, there's really no point in him staying. He kind of gets checked out, and then can recover at home. So Bo wheels him in to the Masked Marquee, where the four of you wait for him. He looks to you, Darby. Well, damn. You brought the party with you, I guess, huh? And wait a hell of a first night here in Smalltown, but as I understand it, you were quite valuable out there, so thank you.
Damn indeed, and thank you for assembling such formidable fighters in this small town, USA.
Think you'll be
And I think he smiles, and I think it's genuine this time.
Think you'll be sticking around, Mr. Bennett?
I reckon I ought to change my mailing address. Yes, sir.
Good then. Hux,
Wow.
how you doing?
Well, listen, I'm doing well, knowing that you're doing all right.
Good. It's good to hear. He wheels over to you, Percy. As everybody else is kind of like talking amongst themselves and whatnot, you and he kind of sit there for a moment. Are you all right?
I've been worse.
Looks like we got some more questions. Gonna have to figure out some answers.
We'll find the answers. As long as I got these guys around.
And then Winnie, he comes over to you. He says, you took the damn axe, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a mistake. It's too heavy for me.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to you like in 2 years when you're when you actually get some goddamn biceps or something, man.
Yeah, I did make it glow though. That was
It was
pretty cool.
very bright.
Yeah.
Look,
So
Winnie, and he looks to Bo, and Bo just goes, and he turns and he says, I've been thinking, and it's not fair of me to keep you from this, and hell, you're just like your mom, and who am I to stop that? I'd love to have you on the team.
good, because I'm not going anywhere.
And he turns to Bo and he says, I told you. And Bo says, but it's a gesture, Wilson. It's a gesture. You have to make it. God. And the six of you are there together, and the sun has risen on a new day in Smalltown, Colorado. Who knows what the night will bring? But that's where we'll end tonight's session
Yay!
of, oh boy, Monster of the Week's Shadows in Smalltown. I forgot what it was called. Like, it's right in front of me. It's written on the screen. Anyway, hey, that was fun. Thank you guys.
Woo, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love these characters. Maybe we should do this again sometime.
think
I'm
so.
glad you all
100%.
survived. That's great. If you have enough
Big
experience points, maybe you can get an improvement, level up a little bit. But we'll talk about that another time. So for now, I will simply say to all of you, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you will check out our future streams, or our past streams. Go check out our YouTube channel, Ghostlight RPGs. For all of our past streams, we have a lot of crazy, cool stories there, similar to this one, and yeah. But yeah, so hopefully we'll see you next Friday, a week from today, for the continuing adventures of Tales of the Public Domain, Mother Goose, and freaking Dr. Doolittle, and Hercules, and more.
Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy, and Johnny Appleseed. The five of them try to save the fucking multiverse, and it's wonderful. So that's fantastic. And then, of course, next Saturday, October 16th, our big 24-hour live stream. So please check that out. And yeah, until then, thank you for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
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 Bye.